think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it. Cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gator haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the head. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, guy, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
Look, you see that other chick asked that. She said with the cash, yeah. Rim said with the paper, plastic product, and with the stash, yeah. With the keys to the whip in the crib and with.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner. 5 boys sell, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops straight go. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga leaving nigga They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leaving nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Salute. Peace and blessings to everybody in the motherfucking building today. Shalom to my brother Rod Walker, the beautiful Miss Ty Drakeford, my brother All Things Big AMC FSG in the motherfucking his house. Terrell Davis always coming through. What's up, brother? Brody. Let's see. Terrell W in the building. Salute, King. My nigga open the LDTV. What it do? The OG Thomas motherfucking Hill in the building. Like the Sugar Hill gang, we got a Thomas Hill gang in the building. Salute. Light skin business always standing on it. Buzz #1 fan Ronnie Bravo in the building. Salute. All right. So Key might not be here for a minute. She got a lot of work to do. She said if she don't get here, she miss y'all and she love y'all. Y'all know y'all can reach her at the Discord. But bro, 6500. What up, bro? You must be on the wrong channel, ain't you? I think you're on the wrong channel, bro. Bro, 6500. You might be on My Life as a Movie channel. And if y'all not subscribed to that channel, subscribe to it because we gonna start back making hits. I'm gonna go ahead and put a video up there later on, probably tomorrow morning. But salute. Yeah, I think you're in the wrong chat room. I think you're on the other channel, bro. Cause it don't show you wrenched up on that one. So I think you're in the wrong chat room. I think you're in my other channel. But I hope everybody had a great weekend. With that being said, it was a good weekend of boxing. Shout out to my brother GM, big AMC FSG in the building, coming out the cut. So, what did y'all think about Tevin Farmer versus William Sepeda? I want to know what y'all thought about that. I'm telling you, Tevin Farmer is a completely different fighter than what he used to be, dog. Tevin Farmer is a completely different fighter. Hey, Ronnie, that nigga got some dog in him, don't he? Like, that nigga Tevin Farmer ain't going nowhere. Honestly, that shit made me want to see Farmer versus Tank a little bit. Because Farmer and Tank were supposed to bend them win at it. I had Sepeda win at 8-4. I gave Tevin a couple of swing rounds. That majority draw, though, Rod Walker said he had it Sepeda. I mean, he had Tevin Farmer winning. Like, the only reason, if I score objectively, right? If I score this fight like neither one of them the champion, right? If I score the fight, neither one's the champion, I would say 7-5 Farmer, right? I would say 7-5 Farmer. But with Sepeda being the champion, I scored it 8-4. Because I'm going to tell you like this. People like, well, how the hell you got two different scores? I'm going to tell you. Because when you're the champion, you get the benefit of the swing rounds. And to be honest, it was about 6 or 7 of them swing rounds in that fight. It was a lot of swing rounds. I may have gave Tevin 1 or 2, but I gave majority to Sepeda because Zepeda's the champion. And usually in boxing, except for this new age, you got to beat the champion. The champion has the belt, so that gives him the benefit of grace, and it gives him the benefit of getting the swing rounds. Shout out to the General Kyle Cooler in the building. And I got the link posted. Anybody want to hop up here? We can get the dialogue going today. It's open cups Monday. We popping bottles. It's an open bar Monday. We at the sports bar. So it's open bar Monday. Y'all come on up. We can do this thing like gangsters and gentlemen. Hell yeah, Thomas. I remember that the C stands for Cal Cooler, known as the champ. Cutter Calhoun, the meanest cutter in camp. The ones and the twos got my whole town shook. But listen to your corner and watch for the hook. Cool Breeze had one hit single, and then he got missed. Yeah, and that's another thing, GM. Sepeda would stop throwing like the last 30 seconds of each round. And you know what that made me think about, right? I don't know if Ronnie Bravo being funny or not when he talk about Sepeda will whoop Shakur. I don't know if you being funny or not. But one thing I've noticed, Sepeda is used to throwing 12 to 1,500 punches around. I mean, a fight. It looked like that since they had stringent testing, maybe I'm just reading too much into it, right? Hey, Ronnie, maybe I'm just yeah, them body shots. That's how he put my boy what's my nigga name? The model Giovanni Cabrera. That boy Giovanni Cabrera and Maxie Hughes. He put them down with that shit. GM, that's what I was about to say, bro. That's what I was about to say, right? Sepeda looked like a shell of himself. Like a lot of people think he did a great performance, but Creole the Travel salute. When I look at Sepeda, it looked like something was missing. It looked like something was missing in Zepeda's arsenal. Like he didn't look like that same dominant walk you down Sepeda. And LV salute. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Y'all know it was stringent drug tests in this camp right here. They were stringent on the drug test. And now it makes me wonder, has Sepeda been, I'm not saying Sepeda on that shit, but it seemed like with the drug test, it looked like Sepeda was missing something, like he was missing a gear. It looked like he wasn't the Sepeda we normally used to see go out there and throw punches and bunches and bunches of punches until the cow come home. He didn't look like that Sepeda. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I just felt like Sepeda was missing. Like I said, maybe it's me, but I felt like Supreme Cam salute. I felt like Sepeda was missing about a half a tank of gas. You feel me? Like he didn't come there with that premium. S-Cotton salute. It looked, man, honestly, it looked like exactly, Jim. That's what I said. Like it looked like they filled him up with. It looked like they put it unleaded in motherfucking luxury car. And that shit was skipping and misfiring. That's what it looked like to me, though. You feel me? I may be wrong, but like I said, it didn't look like Sepeda was fully prepared for this. It didn't look like he had a good training camp, but he was still, in my eyes, able to eat the win out. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that I think. Richie L. Salute. GM, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hell, he threw 1,000 punches against Foreman the first fight. Man, William Sepeda averages 1,300 punches per fight. And this nigga was tired halfway through the fight. Like, I'm not stupid, bro. No, I believe, hey Ronnie, I believe he won the fight. But when I'm not talking about him winning the fight. I'm talking about, we usually see him with that gas tank. Like his gas tank was on E. Like, when have you ever seen William Sepeda get tired in any fight? I've never seen it. He was tired at the halfway part. But another thing this puts out to me, right? Another thing this puts out to me. Hold on, let me switch devices, y'all. This right here, and even though he lost, I would love to see Tank versus Tevin Farmer. I would love to see Tank versus Tevin Farmer. It's a styles clash. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see how Tank would look up against Desmond Johnson. Salute. I would love to see how Tank would look up against the new and improved Tevin Farmer. I want to outthink him because Tevin Farmer might not be the best fighter when it comes to what's the word I'm looking for? He might not be the best fighter athletically, but he has IQ. He has time. Frequent said he think he would have won. Ain't no slow leap, bro. And I've been telling people this. Ever since Tevin Farmer came back, like I said, this is the Tevin Farmer. When Tevin Farmer came back, he went from 16%. He went to 16% knockout rating. His knockout rating went up 500%, people. His first 3 fights back, he got 2 stoppages and he knocked down all his opponents. Did he hurt? He hurt Muratalla. He hurt Muratalla. He hurt Sepeda in the first fight. Like, Tevin Farmer is throwing with bad intentions out here, bro. Like, Tevin Farmer, I think he took that time off. And this is my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm 43 years old. I've been boxing all my life. And Tevin Farmer's been past his man strength stage. I'm gonna tell you like this: Tevin Farmer has the makes of a motherfucker that's done cycled on and off of animalistic steroids for about 2 years. Like, that's how Pacquiao's strength came all the way up to 147 from 108. Manny Pacquiao, that's why he got that. That's why he has that Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco head. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't teach power, but you can boost it. He even told us, they gonna think I'm on some shit. Hey, Frequent. You ain't here, Frequent. You just misconstrued. Frequent, hit the link, bro. Hit the link, because you just misconstrued everything I just said. You just twisted everything I said. When I said they had the stringent testing, I said they had the stringent testing And I said Sepeda looked like a shell of himself. I said Sepeda didn't look like the same fighter with that stringent testing. I said I've never seen Sepeda get tired. He got tired halfway through the fight. The 7th round, that's the second half of the fight. I said he didn't look in shape as much as he did. That's what I said. Malik Taylor, salute. And I didn't say that Tevin Foreman was on something. I said he's done cycled. And one thing about it, frequent, if you done cycled on and off for 2 years and get lost in the strip, salute, King. What you mean? Oh, you talking about I got a story to tell. Oh yeah, bro. You can check out my other channel. I gave the whole story out. Shout out to Fareed. Yeah, you can't tell. Honestly, a motherfucker can't tell me William Zepeda's not on shit. Because William Sepeda was night and day, bro. He was night and day. William Sepeda, with that testing, he looked completely different. Yes, Sepeda still gives Shakur like I told y'all, I got Sepeda stopping Shakur. Honestly, I got William Sepeda stopping Shakur. That's just my opinion. But what I'm saying to you, frequent, Tevin Farmer, he took 2 years away. And usually when a motherfucker take a break, when they come back, they're not the same. They're not that good. They got to get into it. When he came knockout rating, he come back, he went to 66% and dropped everybody. The ring was small, but Tevin Farmer was throwing that goddamn heat running. And you know that shit, bro. Tevin, he hurt Muratalla. He knocked the nigga out through the high guard. I think it was the second round. Or it was the first round. He punched that man through his high guard and knocked that nigga the fuck out, dog. Like he put, like Tevin Farmer, they put him on that goddamn Universal Soldier. He on that super serum. After you finish cycling, your gains will stay with you. Just because you stop taking the steroids don't mean that you're going to lose it all. As long as you still work out, that shit's going to stay to you. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Hold on 1 second, frequent. I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. Right? Check this out. Yeah, he knocked the nigga out through the high guard, Creole. I showed the video. Look at this. Tevin Farmer. Simmons World salute, bro. Tevin Farmer, 33. So he won 31 fights and only got 6 knockouts, right? 6 knockouts and 31 wins. That's horrible. That's 16% damn near. But look, when he comes back, he get the unanimous decision over Avery Sparrow, who was a good fighter. Avery Sparrow done got the short end of the stick because they be putting him in there with killers. They put him in there with William Foster. James Dunnigan, salute my brother. They put him in there with William Foster. They put that motherfucker in the damn ring with De Los Santos. They be feeding Avery Sparrow. He started off 11-0, then they been feeding that nigga, dog. But look, when he came back, now 31 wins with 6 knockouts, frequent. You get that? 31 wins, 6 knockouts, right?
Yeah, I'm following you. You can hear me?
The 3 fights when he came back, he took Avery Sparrow to 10 rounds. Unanimous decision. He dropped that nigga in the fight. He dropped him. Second fight, knocked the nigga out in the sixth round. Third fight, he knocked this nigga out through the high guard. Through the high guard in one round. Knocked him out. Right? So after that, then he came back and he fought Muratalla. He dropped Muratalla in that fight. Fought William Sepeda. He dropped William Sepeda in that fight. Tevin Farmer is coming back, and he's coming back and he's fucking banging, dog. Tevin Farmer is a banger now. You can't tell me Tevin Farmer didn't cycle. A motherfucker just, that's like saying, that's like Shakur Stevenson taking 2 years off, and then you put Shakur in the ring frequent, and Shakur stopping everybody that he get in the ring with. That shit's not possible. What you got to say about that?
No, but you got to look at it though. Tevin, he lost the step in his speed though. You know, when we first start seeing Tevin getting his wins and all of that, it was off him being a slick fighter. You know, being a boxer. You know, he was fast on his feet. It was hard to hit him. You know, but now, you know, he took that time off. When he came back, you know, it's like he lost a step as far as his speed and his footwork. So, you know, he's not as fast. So he got to sit down on his punches. He just fight different now, you know, because he's not as fast. And
I've seen him in his other fight. He used to sit down on shots, bro. He used to sit down. But if Shakur Stevenson sit down on his shots, that don't matter of fact, if Paulie Malignaggi sits down on his shots, even if he sits down, lays down, reclines on his shots, he not putting shit on there if it ain't shit to put on there frequent.
We talking about somebody. We talking about Tevin though.
Exactly. Tevin didn't have that power frequent. He didn't. Pernell Whitaker was a slick fighter. Pernell was slicker than Tevin. But Pernell could pop your ass and drop your ass and get you up out of there and stop your ass. You feel me? Now Farmer, he got that type of strength. Bro, like, he even came out and said, I played it for you. Ain't nobody gonna say this shit unless, bro, this is not something that you say. He sat there and said, they gonna think I'm on steroids.
No, but Tevin was the one that was complaining about in the first. Yeah, he said that, but in the first fight, Tevin was the one that was complaining about it being no drug testing, though, right? So why would the person who's
I'm not saying he's on shit now. That's what I'm saying, bro. You act like you being willfully obtuse, bro. Like you didn't hear what I said.
You said you think he cycled on and off, right?
No, bro. Once you done went through a cycle, bro, you don't have to keep taking that shit, bro. Once you done cycled and got where you want, he already there, bro. Like he don't have to keep taking it unless he's trying to damn upgrade even more, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
so you said his results, it just looked like that's what he was doing, is what you're saying. I got you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, his power, bro. I've been boxing all my damn life, bro. Ever since I could walk. My dad see me punching, and he was just like, you know what, that nigga gonna be a fighter. But bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, I was in there with Oliver McCall and all this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you just can't get power like that, bro. Like, this nigga's power unless you taking something, bro. And I'm not saying I don't want to put nobody down. I'm just saying, like, you know, the nigga got power from somewhere, bro.
But look, the other thing is though, we not used to seeing Tevin sitting down on his punches either, though, right?
Yes.
So how we know? So how we know he didn't have power already?
We used to see him sit down on shot frequency.
I ain't seen him fighting the way that he fight now.
I want to see him versus Mickey Bay. I was a fan of Tevin Farmer because he was an underdog, bro. He was a fucking underdog, bro. Like, I love the underdog stories like Bernard Hopkins. He was an underdog, lost his first fight ever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wanted the Tank versus Farmer fight at the beginning.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah,
Like I was
so looking at the so in both of the Zepeda fights, you didn't think that Tevin Farmer was fighting different than he normally do? Because that's how I was looking at it, and that's how
no, bro. Like, bro, I think Tevin Farmer has been fighting this new style since he's been back, bro. Like ever since he came back off the hiatus, bro, he took a damn couple years off. Do you know how
Mhm.
easy it is to damn cycle when you go off of that shit, bro? Like when you do that shit, you can cycle, my nigga. Like you can cycle, you can get your shit together. You can build up your damn motherfucking strength.
I mean, I know you can. That's how Ryan got caught, bro.
That's not how Ryan got caught because, bro, they was testing him in between, bro. Like, bro, they was testing Ryan. You can't cycle. And plus,
No,
the shit that
I'm talking about
Ryan, listen, the shit that Ryan
before
do
that fight, bro.
frequent. The shit
Duarte
that,
was saying that Ryan was cheating. Duarte
bro,
was, and he wasn't doing no testing.
okay.
He probably was cycling off and
Who did
on
he
day.
fight before? Who did he fight before Duarte?
What's the Spanish guy name?
Javante
I mean,
goddamn Tank Davis, nigga. That's who he fought before Duarte.
who?
He fought Javante Tank Davis. That's who Ryan Garcia fought before Duarte.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
yeah,
getting
yeah. He did. He did.
tested then.
He
If he
fought Fortuna before that, right?
if he would have motherfucking needed steroids for anybody, it would have been against Tank Davis.
How you know he ain't had no steroids? He probably did.
Ryan has been in the clean boxing program for the last 6 years, bro. Even when he fought the damn white boy that dropped him, he was on the clean boxing shit, bro.
So why Duarte was complaining about him cheating then?
He was getting hit with the
Saying that he
goddamn
was drugging.
stick, bro. Because
No,
he
he
been
wasn't in no clean
bro.
boxing program, bro.
Ask me a question, I'm trying to answer you. Duarte was getting hit with some shit that he ain't felt before, nigga. Ryan Garcia has unmatched power, bro, and speed. That nigga was hooking that nigga. Duarte was catching them hooks. Like School Breeze say, you better listen to your corner and watch for the hook. You better listen to your
Upper
corner
Pretty
and watch for the
calm.
hook, bro.
Ryan wasn't in no clean boxing program. He was down with the Juice Crew then, bro. He was with Eddie Reynoso and them.
Bro, Ryan Garcia has
That's
always
true.
been in there 24 testing, bro. Always.
Tell him, Tommy, he was in the Juice Crew already. He
Well,
wasn't in no
I'll just
clean
say this,
boxing
bro.
program.
I'll say this.
He
That
was
link was
the
provided for you to
one
come up
fight.
here and talk some boxing, but you know you wanted to use that bad boy to justify your boy Devin on the fact that, it didn't look good
Oh,
for him
here
in the
you
ring.
go, bringing up Devin. Ain't nobody
That's
talking
what
about
you came
Devin,
up to
bro.
do, to bring him up.
We talking about
Hey,
we
man, the
talking about
bottom line
Devin
is this,
Farmer,
though,
bro.
with
How we
Devin.
get
This is the
here?
good thing about
Tell
Devin.
him, I'm gonna say what's crazy though, OG Thomas.
Huh?
We talking about Tevin Farmer. The first nigga he wanted to
Facts.
bring up was Ryan Garcia. Like that nigga worse than Bill Haney, bro.
No,
Like that
I
nigga,
brought up Ryan
Bill
Garcia
Haney
because we
saw
started
Bill
talking
Haney.
about juicing. We was talking about juicing. That's his connection,
But you
bro.
wanted to
It's
spin
on
it
his
back to
jacket.
that.
I missed the Oscarine.
He
If
not
we
allowed to
talking
bring
about juicing, how you gonna not mention Oscarine, bro?
Black
But
619. He ain't gonna be up here too long. He keeps
I know,
spitting that
Planet.
same
I know.
bullshit.
But
He keeps spitting that
Frequent got to
same
come up
bullshit
here
about
and tell
Oscar.
he be talking the
Oscar is not a
Haneyisms.
damn storm, bro. It's
The
not a damn.
Haneyisms, code
It's
talk,
not an
Oscarine,
Come
animalistic.
left
on,
hook.
bro.
That
We
girl
just got
on,
through. I
straight
just
right.
got through Ramadan,
Hold
bro.
on, hold on, hold on,
We
hold on.
just had our
Frequent.
Eid and everything
He's
now.
going up here, bro. He came up here to talk about Tevin fucking Farmer, bro. Why you keep bringing
I
fucking
know
Ryan
that's what
Garcia
I'm
up here? Why you keep bringing up
because we was
Oscar? Oscar is not an
because you was
animalistic
talking to,
steroid, dude. Oscar is not an anabolic steroid.
because you was talking about juicing. That's why.
Bro, we
When
talking
you
about
talking about
frequent. Frequent. I'm gonna holler at you later, bro. Because, bro,
oh man, you about to kick me off the panel, bro?
y'all
Not
obsessed
frequent,
with
but
this
for
Ryan
real though,
shit,
bro.
dog.
Ryan has
Like y'all
always
obsessed
got
with this Ryan
knockouts.
shit,
Tevin
bro.
Farmer has never got knockouts. There's a stark
Upper
difference
Bro, don't
between
nobody
that.
want to hear this Devin around shit. If
Yo,
you gonna go that route with it, bro, I
his
leave you
last
up here,
two
bro.
fights,
People in the chat ain't want to hear
bro. Ain't nobody talking about
it. Devin
Devin,
ain't
bro.
listen. Right back.
I just said that. I just had to say Devin because y'all keep saying it. This is my first 2 times saying it, bro.
Bro,
Y'all
but
come on, bro.
every time though, you keep coming back to Devin and Ryan. The question was, I said, Devin Farmer won 31 fights. He got 6 knockouts in them 31 fights. I told you, since he's been back off this hiatus, I said, this man's knockout percentage has went up to 66%. I said, he dropped 80 Sparrow in the first fight. He knocked the other nigga out in the 6th round. He punched the man in the round one through his high guard and knocked this man out. He
But
hurt
how you gonna
Murtaugh.
say that?
He
He only
definitely
got
hurt
one.
Sepeda. I told you,
He only got one knockout though.
Finish, bro. It'll be amazing.
Go ahead.
It will be amazing. Let me finish what the fuck I got to say, bro. It will be amazing. Now, what I said was, in his last 6 fights, he has been bringing some unknown power, and he's been hurting his opposition. And I said from the first 30, 31 fights, well, the first 39 fights, because he was 31-8. I mean, power. He's bringing an unknown funk into his ring now. You just don't go from having 6 knockouts in motherfucking 36 fights to motherfucking a 66% knockout percentage, knocking down everybody that gets in the ring with you. It doesn't happen. When I was training with Oliver McCall, when I was training in the damn gym, when we was going through the tournaments, motherfuckers did grown ass man. Now I seen if Tevin Foreman was 17 or 18, like Abdullah Mason, who has amazing power right there, and his power will peak out around 25, 26. So motherfuckers that's fighting Abdullah Mason, the best bet is now, because as he gets older, his power will increase exponentially. And what I'm telling you is, Tevin Foreman was a grown-ass man who had reached his peak, and he took over a couple years layoff, and when he came back, he's dropping shit. Now, come on, man. Let's act like we're not fucking stupid. He's dropping and stopping shit, bro. Come on, man.
You kind of exaggerating no upper, because he only knocked out one dude. I mean, you acting like he getting all these knockouts. He ain't knocked out Sepeda in 2 fights. He ain't knocked out the fighter before that. You got to go back 3 fights for his knockout, right?
What part did you not hear? He actually frequent. He went frequent. His first 3 fights back, he dropped A.B. Sparrow. He knocked the other guy out in the 6th round, and then he knocked the guy out in the 1st round through his high guard. So he knocked out 2 out of 3. That's 66%. But he dropped all 3. Then he dropped.
But you ain't adding.
Then he dropped Williams Sepeda. Who else have we seen drop?
So he knocked out 2 people in how many fights? 6 fights?
No, I said 2 out of 3 in his first 3 fights back. Who have you seen drop Williams Sepeda frequent?
Hey, that's besides the point, though.
No, it ain't besides the point. This is my point. Who have you seen drop Williams Sepeda?
But go back to how you.
Did Giovanni Cabrera drop Williams Sepeda? Did Maxie Hughes drop Williams Sepeda? Have we seen?
No, but look at his last 6 fights back then. His last 6 fights, he only knocked out 2 people.
You say what?
His last 6 fights, he knocked out 2. He knocked out 2 of the fighting people that he fought.
But he dropped
his last 6 fights.
But he dropped all of them. Frequent. He dropped all of them. What part of that you not getting? This
so what?
Dropped Williams Sepeda. Who else?
You got power out here in Philly, bro. What you talking about?
Frequent. Who else?
Tevin Foreman sits down on his punches now.
Bro, he been sitting there frequent. Bro, you in fucking denial. Bro, you don't move.
I'm in denial because I don't agree, bro.
The goalpost is in the parking lot, bro. I can't with you, bro. I can't. But I'm gonna catch you later, though, bro. They want you to come on off, bro. Cause I'm gonna holler at you.
Y'all.
But salute, man. Y'all make sure y'all don't time my boy Frequent out. Let the man.
Hey, yeah, don't time him out, man. That's my guy, dog.
Frequent, man, y'all time him out. I'm gonna have to get that nigga a big wrench now. So leave him alone, bro. Leave him alone. I ain't trying to give him.
Man, Frequent good in my book always. He just love him some Haney, dog. In every way, shape, and form, it's gonna come back to Haney.
Man, Frequent full of shit, but he's still my guy, though. I wish that motherfucker, boy, Frequent the guy you need on your team, boy. Because when you're wrong, you right. When you right, you right with Frequent, boy. Can't do no wrong about that nigga.
But yeah, man, I mean,
that shit crazy.
It's crazy to me that people.
I don't understand what part he couldn't get, my nigga. Like, nigga, yes, 6 fights, but he dropped all of them, bro. Like, who else you know, Thomas Hill, that dropped Williams Sepeda?
Ain't nobody dropped him yet, besides him.
So this man, Tevin Foreman, 6 knockouts in 36 fights. He dropping down Williams Sepeda? Same man that's Williams Sepeda be sparring with Sabril Matias to get ready for his fights. Like
I'll
that's
say that, I never seen him so dang precise with punch placement and and then leading to knockdowns for sure. Before he wasn't getting knockdowns. Like he got a couple of knockouts for sure or wins by victories, but he wasn't knocking folks down like that. But it seems like in these last couple of fights, man, he been putting people to the canvas and with relative ease too.
Do you
And it,
not know that? And Williams Zapata is 32-0 with 27 knockdowns, 27 knockouts, right?
yeah,
He has never been wobbled or knocked down except for Tevin Farmer.
yeah, exactly.
And Williams Zapata in his interview, he said the man has unnatural power. He hits very hard. When have we ever heard that said about fucking Tevin fucking Farmer?
I've never heard of it, but
I've never heard of it until after he's come back. Until after he's come back.
yeah,
Like, that shit crazy. Motherfucking Hector Tangera, 19-0. Frequent. See, there you go, frequent. I didn't say nothing about that, but I'm telling you, frequent. See, frequent, one thing about me, bro. One thing about me, I'm not a sheep. I can see and my understand. That's why I said GM. He knocked down everybody. He knocked down Avery Sparrow. He hurt. I think he knocked down Miratala and motherfucking that nigga, bro. Tevin Farmer is banging and frequent. That's just like if Shakur come out here and start knocking everybody down. I'm gonna say Shakur on that goddamn shit. Listen, frequent. Motherfucker Williams Zapata is 32-0, 27 knockdowns. He has never been hurt or dropped, and Tevin Farmer sat that nigga the fuck down. And Williams Zapata has been in there with people that hit. Ryan Garcia has been knocking shit out. Before he fought Tank, he was like an 85% knockout rating. This shit ain't nothing new. Ryan Garcia and the amateurs got a standing 8 count on Devin Haney. A standing 8 count. So he was popping back when they was teenagers. So we not gonna do that frequent. We talk about a grown-ass man in Tevin Farmer who done left and came back, and now he's Ivan fucking the black Ivan Drago, bro.
You talking about a man who was known for not having no pop. People always talked about how skilled he was by having no pop, but now all of a sudden he just putting folks down.
Frequent. You and Bill Haney and y'all have an unnatural obsession with Ryan Garcia. This right here isn't about Ryan Garcia, frequent. And if you continue to disrupt frequent, I'm gonna have to holler at you tomorrow, my brother. Because you come over here trying to push this narrative, my brother.
Frequent Fly cousin talked to God, and God told him that Ryan was gonna pop dirty, so he got to run with the narrative, bro.
But at first he talked to God. Then next thing you know, he was Dr. King because he had a dream. Because when
Martin
they
Luther
asked
King,
God, he said, "No, I had a dream." I said, first he the Prophet Muhammad, now he Dr. King. I said, boy, that nigga
Martin King had a dream.
To be half right, that nigga got all the shit down.
Hey, right? Hey, that part right there, though. That part right there. Hey, but shout out to Devin Haney, man. You know what I'm saying? The best thing about it, frequent, is he got a chance to redeem it in the ring. Because, like I said, in that fight, he was winning until the check hook beat the jab. And that was the true difference in the fight. He was winning the fight.
And Thomas Hill. Who, before that whole fight even happened, who kept telling people that the perfect way to stop a fighter like Devin is to hit him with a check left hook? Who kept saying that?
Yeah, you kept saying it.
And who kept saying that Devin Haney was at a mismatch going against Ryan Garcia because styles make fights?
Oh, yeah. You kept saying that as well, too.
I maybe got a few people that admit it. Maybe my brother KO, KQKC, Key. Everybody else know that I've been saying this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But motherfuckers act like they couldn't understand it when I sat there and said the shit, dog.
Brock, he did.
Broke it down. I told people how the fight was gonna go. I said Devin is going to extend, and I said he's not as athletic as Ryan Garcia. I said Devin Haney got pierced. I mean, he doesn't have the speed of Ryan or the power. And Bill talking about we're gonna go out there and catch a body. He say we gonna catch a body. I'm sending my son Devin out there to kill this nigga. That's what
Hey,
he said.
Creole, God did.
Yeah, he said I'm sending my son out here to kill this nigga. Shout
Yeah,
out
he
to the
did. That's what was wild, man. That and then the betting on the weight, missing the weight. That's why like I can't give much credence to that fact.
no.
Yo,
This is
you
not
was
no. When you miss the weight, you should have stopped the fight then. If it was such a problem, no, y'all try to get extra money because y'all said this nigga's a C-level, D-level fighter.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Then
yeah, yeah,
you try to
yeah.
tell them, but niggas don't want to fucking listen. And then I'm sitting here talking about Tevin Farmer coming back with unnatural strength. A nigga that's dropped Williams Zapata, who has never been on the canvas his whole entire career. Tevin Farmer, who's done came back, he fought 6 fights, and he's done hurt everybody in all 6 fights. And the people that in his victories, he got 2 of them knocked out, and 1 of them he dropped. Like, come on, man. This is coming from a guy that went 36 fights
Yeah,
with
but
only 6 knockouts.
all Frequent was trying to do was trying to get it back to the fact that if that's the case, if you're saying that about him, then it had to be true of Ryan Garcia. So it
Yeah, that's what I'm
absolved
saying.
the fact.
Like everything they premise is about Ryan Garcia. Like they still can't accept the fact that it's 20 days from their anniversary of the worst
Today is a special day.
anniversary.
Hey,
Not
hey.
just any day, a small cup of tea, and Devin will know me. Tell Puff Daddy the ass is going up today. Heads on the mat, them cheeks are loud. Do you know what today is? It's Devin Haney's birthday.
It's that ass whooping anniversary.
Yeah, it's his birthday, man. This nigga about to jump out the motherfucking cake. Jump out that cake, nigga. And get
Nah.
ready to get that cake, nigga.
But Frequent, the coldest part about it is they get a chance to make it right, bro. So like he ain't gonna be able to go back in that ring on anything. They gonna have a rematch.
And you
Your
know the
boy
fucked
Devin
up
gonna
shit
walk on
about
water, right?
it, Thomas, the fucked up shit
What?
about it. They got a fight coming up, bro. And ain't nobody even talking about Ramirez. They still worried about Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero's opponent.
Oh, that's
Like
a
they
fact.
worried about
That's a
Rolly
fact.
Romero's opponent. Like, if you better watch them videos of Jose Romero throwing them left
That's
hooks.
a fact. That's an absolute fact.
But one thing about it, I know that Devin is a frequent. If you just wanted to talk about Tevin versus Sepeda, why the fuck you bring Ryan Garcia? You
Yeah,
brought Ryan Garcia.
he was talking about Tevin Farmer though, Frequent. That's the thing. And you came up expressly to use that moment to
I
just
never
clear
said
Devin Haney.
exactly. This is how y'all motherfuckers do, bro. Y'all throw rocks and hide y'all hand. Not once did I mention Devin Haney.
At
Not
all.
once did I mention Ryan Garcia. I
At
was
all.
talking about Tevin Farmer. I was talking about William Sepeda. I was talking about Tevin Farmer with unnatural strength. And you hopped your happy-go-lucky ass up here and you brought up Devin and Ryan, nigga. That's what you did. So stop
Damn.
throwing rocks and hide your hand before I throw a rock and hide you, bro. For real.
Yeah, don't matter. You know Key ain't in the building, bro. You ain't got no grace right now, dog.
Cause you on some bullshit, dog. Like nigga, I didn't even motherfucking say shit about them. You did that shit, bro. I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation with you about motherfucking damn Tevin Farmer and how he hurting shit right now. And you use that moment. As soon as you get a platform, that's all you want to talk about.
You didn't mention Devin, but you brought it to me in the mentioning of the fight with him, though, dog. Come on, he wasn't even talking about Devin nor Ryan. He was talking about TF.
You said
And
you never mentioned Devin. You sat there and mentioned Ryan Garcia popped dirty when he fought Devin. Basically, that's what you said.
yeah, you mentioned Garcia, and we know where you going with it.
Come on, bro. Like, bro, stop acting like you dealing with people with damn minute mental capacities, bro. Come on, bro.
But if
I'm
you
not
want to
no
hear
minute.
Ryan Garcia cheated, hell, he cheated, bro. and
So
you
who did he
get a
cheat?
chance to make it right.
So
If you can
Thomas,
beat one.
if I sit
Yeah,
here and say Ryan Garcia cheated, right?
yeah.
So who did he cheat against? So
Cheated
by
against Devin
correlation,
Haney, dog.
by correlation, you brought up Ryan to bring up Hanos.
That's a bingo. Now put hundreds on that point too, frequent, because you know that's why you was bringing Ryan up, dog.
He knows, bro. Like
We all know, bro. The whole damn chat know. Everybody know. You was just bringing it back to the fact that hey, Devin got robbed because he was cheated. If TF is cheating, Tevin Farmer's cheating, then by the same logic, Devin Haney didn't lose that fight because Ryan cheated, right?
okay, and frequent. Your use of Ryan
Devinomics.
Garcia and your use, okay, my use of basically tells you that you never mentioned him. And your use of Ryan Garcia means that you did mention him, nigga. Because you had to say who Ryan cheated. Well, he cheated himself. The only time you cheat yourself is if you're in the weight room, you're not doing it correctly. So he had to cheat somebody. Freak, stop with the Reaganomics, man. The Freakonomics. That's what you're doing. You on the Freakonomics, man. Okay, but you brought Ryan up in defense of Tevin. But you brought Ryan up, who was tested positive for nothing until the week of frequent. Frequent. This mental jousting, bro. You don't have to take the party, man. I sympathize with the situation, but I'm done with it, bro. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm done.
But I
I'm
ain't gonna lie though, man. I'm
like
gonna be honest with you. Your boy
bro.
Tevin Farmer are wrecking stuff right now, man. And he's a viable option
Al
in
Boogie.
the 35.
Salute my nigga Al Boogie. Like, frequent, you like a petulant child, bro. A petulant child, bro. Frequent. This was his first time getting tested since he's been back, bro. This is the first time he's been tested since he's been back. And he doesn't have to pop dirty frequent if he's done sat there and cycled for 2 years. He got what he want. And if you know shit about boxing, which you claim you do, then you would have to admit that the nigga came back and he's punching with power, nigga. And that's it, frequent. You've done got enough of my time. I'm done addressing you, brother. Anything else, you can leave it in the chat box. I mean, you can leave it in the suggestion
Super chat.
box, and I'll get back
Cash
with
app.
you on that.
Leave it in the cash app, freak. Leave it in the cash app, bro.
Yeah, leave it in the cash app or the suggestion box, you know. And with leaving it in the cash app, let me get 5 people to support the grind for the day. Can I get 5 people to support the grind for the day? And frequent, the way you rock out for Devin Haney, bro, you should be having complimentary tickets to all his fucking fights, dog. Like all his fucking fights, you should have complimentary tickets, bro. Front row.
You seen that my man Frequent been making them flyer videos again, man. I think Devin Haney, I mean, he didn't accepted the Bill Haney challenge, the 2,500 challenge.
What's that?
You know, where Bill Haney said if you want to get your channel popping, he got 2,500 for you. And you know, all you got to do is go on and push the Haney, what they call it, the Haneyisms, and then you be straight. They'll fund you every month with 2,500.
Bye, frequent. See you tomorrow, brother. I'll see you tomorrow, frequent. Bye, bro.
Uh,
There you go, frequent. When I say I'm done, dog. When I say I'm done, I'm done.
But yeah, man, I mean, going back to what you're saying, it is suspicious that my man is coming back and he's punching like he was never punching before.
Exactly.
Planet of peace. He say a cheap one.
Yeah, that nigga don't need 2,500. You get that nigga some damn motherfucking give him a damn charger for his damn frequent flyer plane and $50 an EBT. He good. And it's crazy how you talk about Ryan is racist, but Bill Haney is more racist than Ryan. Bill Haney is more racist than Ryan. Bill Haney out here talking shit about black people, Mexicans, everybody. But motherfuckers ain't saying that shit.
Yeah, man. Bill do some questionable things, and I know he do it just to generate the views and things like that, man. Because unfortunately, just by accomplishments and skills, it hasn't been enough to draw people in. And unfortunately, that's the game, man. Some people can be good at what they do and still not get recognized, and then there's others who get all the recognition, man. All the eyes are on them, and they. I never forget the video somebody dropped where Bill was talking and he said that the fame and the people that Tank have, he would love to have for his son. And that's truly what this thing be all about, man. He just want people to rock with his son. And he be doing some stuff to get people to, hey, if you're not gonna rock with me, then we gonna fabricate some rocking. I don't know. But the bottom line is, dog,
Hey,
for
hold on
me,
a second. Shout out to my man, the real Warren in the cash out with the $2 holler, bro. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you. Hold that thought 1 second, Thomas. Hey, Tay D, you sitting there talking about you ain't giving Ryan no passes, fuck him, but the PDs not the single sole reason for Devin loss. And hey, Emmanuel Carter salute, bro. Big Coach Nation. Hey, Tay D, you came in here late, right, bro? Because this is what's so crazy about it, Tay D. We came in here, we wasn't talking about Devin. We wasn't talking about Ryan. You feel me? What we was talking about was how Tevin Farmer, a person who had 36 fights and only had 6 knockouts in his career, took a 2-year break. He took a 2-year break. Then he comes back and he's stopping and popping more than he's ever did. After his 2-year break, check this out, TD, and this is what we're talking about. After Tevin Farmer took a 2-year break, he comes back, he drops A.B. Sparrow. I want to see Farmer versus Tank. That's even better. I want to see what Tank can do with Farmer. But what I'm saying is, this is what happened, TD. I say he came in, he dropped Davy Sparrow. He stopped the next opponent. Then he stops the next opponent in the first round through that man's high guard. I said he punched the nigga through the high guard. He dropped Muratalla. He was the first person to drop William Zepeda. William Zepeda has never been on a canvas, and Tevin Farmer put this man on the canvas. I said it's not fucking rocket science. Even Zepeda said the man hits hard. Never in his illustrious career with them first 36 fighters has anybody say Tevin Farmer hits hard. Nobody said he was a world beater. Nobody said he has power. We could see he had the power of Paulo Malignaggi. But like I said, he took 2 years off and he came back like a universal soldier. Motherfuckers can see that shit, bro. Motherfuckers is not stupid. And that's what the thing was. And when I brought knowledge and logic, first thing he want to say is Ryan Garcia. Like, what the fuck?
man just said Tevin brought that
Exactly.
grown man strength.
Read that shit right there, Thomas. Read that shit, my brother.
Tevin is a perfect example of what Arrow was talking about his last major tweet. Mickey Freaky cycle for years. Come back like Super Ninja. Tevin is definitely looking fishy. And frequent, that's all we were talking about, bro.
Exactly.
And you brought Ryan into it. And why would you bring Ryan into it? Why, of all people, Ryan, dog?
When Ryan been knocking people out. Ryan been knocking people out. Exactly. Shout out to my brother Richard Laddie in the cash out with the $2. Make him say holla. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for supporting the grind,
And
my
you
brother.
know what?
Everybody that supports the
Hey,
grind, bro.
I want to go back to what you said back in the day in the amateurs. Ryan was known for stopping folks in the amateurs
With headgear,
with headgear on and big ass gloves.
Like frequent act like in 16-ounce gloves and headgear, Ryan got a standing 8 count on Devin. Like that's the shit I'm talking about, bro. Like people be delusional. But this shit wasn't even about that nigga, dog. Okay, frequent.
He
He may
won the
have
first of
lost
the last
his last
two.
2 fights, but one of his fights that he lost, he's the only person to put William Zepeda on the canvas, frequent.
I thought he won that fight. I thought he really won that fight. I thought he won the Muay fight as well too. You can make a case from both fighters losing it, but I thought he won both of those fights.
And to Don Drickum, you can't compare Devin Haney. I mean, you can't compare Tevin Farmer with Arislandi Laura. And I'm gonna tell you why, brother. Because before Arislandi Laura went up, Arislandi Laura he had pop, bro. Eric Law was a popper, bro. Like he didn't just develop power out of nothing. Eric Law was beating the shit out of Canelo, bro. If you remember, you go back, he really won that fight with Canelo. He was piecing Canelo ass up. I mean, he got 19 knockouts out of 31 fights. That's over 60%, bro. Like Laura was stopping shit. Like Laura was stopping some shit. He stopped Alfredo and Gulo. Like Alfredo Angulo, he stopped him. You know what I'm saying? And he stopped Ramon Alvarez. Like that nigga was stopping shit, bro. Like this shit ain't just start. He's always had power.
When you juxtapose it to somebody who's had over 30-something fights and only had 6 knockouts, but when they come back, they just stop. They putting people to the canvas with regularity. I think it does give off a
college basketball tonight, Prio. I don't really pick on NBA, bro. Like that NBA shit, that shit be you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about it.
scripted.
You know, I would probably take motherfucking damn shit. I don't even know. I ain't even looked at the NBA, bro. Exactly, TD. He's never been dropped and was in there with bigger punches than Tevin. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. Like and Leo 741. Yeah, this motherfucker got in there with Raymond Muratalla. Raymond Muratalla was in that ring with Nakatilia. I mean, he stopped Nakatilia early. Raymond Muratalla got in there with Nakatilia and just walked through Jeremiah Nakatilia like Nakatilia wasn't nothing. And then he got in there with Tevin Foreman. That
But
nigga
yeah, man,
was trying to get the hell.
I really
You
only
know
care.
Jeremiah Nakatilia, that nigga was a big boy. That nigga
Oh,
had
for sure,
Shakur all over the ring.
for sure.
But guess what? Raymond Muratalla walked that nigga down and did him dirty. Raymond Muratalla wasn't walking Tevin Farmer down.
At
He
all.
wasn't walking Terry. Exactly, Planet 619. Muratalla felt Tevin Farmer's power. And I'm gonna give you one better, straight from the horse's mouth. Tevin Farmer did an interview. Tevin Farmer say I'm on steroid. His shit is good. He know what. Like, come on, man. Exactly, frequent. He had a little help getting stronger. You didn't see what Ryan Walker said. And that's not all you were saying, frequent, because we talk about Tevin Farmer and you use that moment to bring up Ryan Garcia, like you always do, like all y'all Haney fans do.
And why would you bring up Ryan Garcia? Nobody's even talking about Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia and Tevin Farmer ain't even in the same motherfucking division.
The only
And
reason
exactly,
why you would bring up Ryan is to throw some light on the fact that he did Devin dirty, dog.
and look, this is the crazy shit about it. Leo, bro, he dropped Williams Sepeda, bro. He dropped Williams Sepeda, bro. Leo, go back and watch, man. Go back and watch.
I think he
Like,
talking about this fight. I think he talking about this fight, but I thought that was a knockdown too, because a punch was landed and he did fall.
and
And I didn't see him.
we're not talking about this fight. We're talking about the first fight, Leo. That's the first time in his career that he's ever been on the ground, bro.
But in this fight, I thought that was a knockdown, bro, because he threw a punch and my man fell to the ground. By definition, that's a knockdown. Ain't that what they was talking about with the hair
Yeah.
grease situation?
I mean, you could have called it that, but I mean, the ref didn't call it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, and therefore I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just saying it could have been called a knockdown, especially with
Yeah,
people that was screaming bloody murder when my man got grazed by a punch, and then the braid hit him in the opposite eye. He grabbed the opposite eye, and then they took a knee, and they said, "Oh, that caused the knockdown." So, like, if that caused a knockdown, then
I
all three of the knockdowns that got discounted on the Haney card by Harvey Dock should have been put in suspicious activities, and then this one right
the only
here.
reason I think it wasn't a knockdown call because he hit the man like I think the reason why they didn't call it a knockdown is because he did hit the man kind of like a rabbit shot though. Like he did catch the nigga kind of behind the head. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah, no doubt,
That's why I think the ref didn't call it. You
no
feel what I'm
doubt.
saying? Because that was a rabbit shot, but
But I don't think it was a robbery, bro, because that's what you got up in there in the title. I thought that Sepeda won the fight. I thought that in 2 rounds it looked really bad for him,
no,
and
it's
I
a
think
question
that
mark.
oh. Well, I know a lot of people been claiming that it was a robbery, and I don't know what the fudge they was looking at. It wasn't a robbery. It was a good fight, though. It's a good fight, and shout out to whatever my man Tevin Farmer on to make him withstand some of that pressure he was taking, dog, because he was taking some pressure. But
Exactly. That's exactly what Lamont Roach did. He punched Hector Garcia in his cerebellum and
oh
dropped him.
yeah,
Yes, he did.
oh yeah, it was a rabbit
And
shot, and then people hopped on
that's
him when he said that. And like, oh, you complain
yeah.
about stuff, dog, that punch you got away with on me, that was clearly behind the head. But
But yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what makes this shit crazy, right? Because all this shit was because I'm saying Tevin Farmer and then next thing you know, we on Ryan Garcia, Devin, and all this shit. I mean,
and that's the only reason why I came up, bro. I didn't mean to disrupt your show, but I know that's the only
it's an
reason
open
why he
bar.
came up to say that stuff.
It's an open bar today, man. I got the open bar. You feel what I'm saying? It's open bar. And y'all make sure y'all supporting the Cash App and the PayPal, man. I just need a couple people support the grind for the day. But see, this is what's crazy about it. All I'm just saying is, look, if we're gonna keep it 100, let's keep it 100, bro. But like, and this is the shit that they don't understand. If Ryan Garcia, I felt like Ryan cheated, I'd be the first nigga on that shit because, bro, I don't play about cheating in fucking boxing. Like I said the other day, 13 people average die a year, each year in boxing. Each year in boxing, 13 people lose their life to this sport.
That's a
And a
fact.
lot of that shit comes from people juicing and doing all that shit.
That's a
So
fact.
if I felt like Ryan Garcia used the PED, I would start to witch hunt my fucking self. But the shit that I get is what point is there to use Osterin a couple days before you're about to fight? Like that literally doesn't make no fucking sense, for one. For two, the man sat there, salute to my brother Kawhi Elliott, my man in the building, the Mexican monster, 12 months cancer free, baby. Good looking out, all praise to the Most High. Keep my man blessed. Stay blessed, my brother.
Stay
But
blessed, man. It's a blessing
shout out
indeed,
to the
man.
King Falcone Brian in the building too. But this is
The
what I'm
king,
saying. I
folks.
feel like Ryan did do some shit. I would be on his ass because, bro, people lose their life over this shit. But the fact that this nigga brother could damn, he was a prophet Muhammad, then he was Dr. King because he had a dream one time. God told him the next time. Like, bro, no, that's too many inconsistencies, bro. I don't deal like that, bro. Like, I'm not stupid. Camp 11 salute. Like, I have motherfucking deductive reasoning and I know how to use my fucking brain, bro. You're not gonna piss on me and say Allah said it's raining. No, you're not. That's urine, bitch. That's urine. And y'all set that man up. That's what happened. Now we talk about Tevin Farmer, and we talk about how this nigga got loaded gloves because this nigga is popping niggas. Like, and I brought up the perfect example. Raymond Muratalla usually engages in a firefight. Raymond Muratalla usually walks motherfucker down. Now, Jeremiah Nakathila, like I said, is a power puncher. Muratalla didn't give a fuck about Nakathilia's power. And this is the first person that had Shakur all over the ring. They said, man, Shakur was scared of Nakathilia's power. That's what they said. Okay, Muratalla walked it down. But when Muratalla got in that ring with Tevin Farmer, he was getting beat the fuck up. And he tried to get the fuck away. He tried to get the fuck away from Tevin Farmer. And then for motherfucking William Sepeda to say that Tevin Farmer hits extremely hard, nigga, nobody has ever said that his entire career until he came back from that hiatus. And motherfuckers don't understand shit's real. Earl Spence, just shout out to my brother Judah Vincent, Shalom King. Earl Spence sat there and told y'all it's a reason why Terrence Bud Crawford stayed out of the ring for a year. It's the reason why Terrence Crawford was able to bust Earl Spence shit up with a jab. Earl Spence told y'all motherfuckers will take a year off, and motherfucking man, too said he been turning over them punches. And then you can turn that shit over with a frying pan and they gonna boost it up.
Grit ball, playing grit ball out there.
Yeah. But Earl Spence sat there and told y'all, he said, look, he said motherfuckers take times off. Hey, Ty, you can shoot, baby. I just had enough for him for the day. You can shoot him.
Nah, let him breathe. Let him breathe, Ty. Let him breathe. Give him this.
No. This is what he do. Ain't nobody said a fuck ass thing about Tank Davis.
You're right about that.
Bye, Frequent. Somebody
I try to let her give you the herbs and spice, Frequent, but now she gonna give you the snakes and snails and puppy dog tails, dog.
Ty got it. She on point. Now let him slide all this time. But then first off, he brought up Ryan and Devin. We ain't talking about that. And I knew I was just counting down the time till he brought up Tank Davis. Ain't nobody mentioned Tank Davis or nothing. And here he goes. Talking about because somebody, and I sat there and said Tevin Farmer versus Tank will be an interesting fight. And now he talking about, this nigga right here. This nigga need help, bro. He more delusional than some of these 304s under 20. Like, good God almighty.
Oh, man.
This nigga crazy, bro.
Pew, pew, pew.
Like, damn, bro. He just can't. He came in wanting war today. He wanted action today. Hey, he can get it all today, bro. This nigga need to stop vibrating on low frequency. The low frequency liar. Yeah. Like, that shit crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
the King
like
folks said my man brother was nigga Damas. More like mulatto Damas, but hey.
Man, no, he wasn't, bro. That nigga was the Prophet Muhammad speaking to Allah directly.
I do believe Scooter had a lot to do with this thing than we.
This is what people don't try to admit, Thomas Hill. Scooter used to be with Zab Judah. Ryan Garcia was recommended Scooter by Zab Judah. People forget Scooter has been working with Victor Conte for the last 15 years. And Scooter gave him the same shit that he gave Danny Jacobs to move him up to 168 and get him ready for the John Ryder fight. The exact same shit. Shout out to Windy City Assassin in the building. Like, bro, you tripping, bro. Like, motherfuckers don't want to keep hearing that same falsified shit every fucking day. Like, damn, you would think motherfuckers wake up and hold on to the same shit every fucking day. Like, bro, that shit is fucking damn tiring, dog. Like, bro, I don't want to keep explaining this dumb ass shit to you, my nigga. Like, nigga, you can't get the picture unless it's dying, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, Windy City, you got time to talk, Playboy? Here go the link. I know it's pinned, but here go one that ain't.
Well, they say PBC. Well, PBC's with Amazon Prime, Creole, and I think Top Rank is working on a deal with Amazon Prime, which would be lovely because then they could collaborate with the fights. Because
what you think about that
has
though?
the dates. Top Rank has the fight.
I think that's a hell of a move
for both teams because Top Rank got all the fighters and PBC got all the pay-per-view stars. So the people on the top ranked side will get pay-per-view exposure because they'll be able to get on these cards with PBC fighters, and then it'll be more fighters being known. Plus, it'll be economical to the PBC because the top ranked fighters don't get paid for so much anyway. And together, the two of them can make Turkey go back to motherfucking selling Slurpees. $10.99 for the
And
icy.
doing blogs about selling Slurpees.
You can do vacation blogs again, shit. But y'all,
I think that's a good move, bro. I think that's a real good move.
Yeah. Let me get a couple people to hit the cash at PayPal.
Yeah, I'm about to bang it, man. I'm about to bounce out. I only came to mess with my boy Frequent, man, because I knew exactly what was the deal, dog.
Right.
You had no conversation concerning Devin nor Ryan, dog. So them two names should never been brought up, dog. I did bring up Devin. He right, but I knew what he was doing by bringing up Ryan. He was going to work its way around.
He know he did it. Motherfuckers ain't stupid. Shout out to my man Whitney City. What's good with you, King?
Salute to you, Apple. Salute Thomas here. How y'all doing today?
Oh my
Salute
God.
chat.
That
How y'all
assist
feeling,
from
man?
Whitney City.
Oh man, I'm on my way to pick up the kiddos, man. What's going on?
Hey, Whitney City, you box, man, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
For sure. I'm 154 amateur fighter.
So let me ask you a
I'm
question.
a coach
right?
now. Yeah.
All right. So you're a coach. You done seen it. All right, check this out,
Yeah.
right? So if you got a fighter and he's done fought 36 fights and he only got 6 knockouts in them 36 fights, right?
Yeah.
And let's just
That's
say
a low percentage. That's a very low percentage of knockout.
Okay, so let's say he takes 2 years off, right? And he comes back to your gym. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And when he comes back to your gym, he goes 12. I mean, he goes the distance with a very talented fighter and drops him, right? Then his next fight, he stops a nigga in the 6th round. Then the very next fight after that, he punches a man through the high guard. Like this nigga has his high guard up and he punches through and crashes out and stops the man in the first round, right?
Yeah.
And then his next fight is against Raymond Muratalo or somebody of that ilk who walked through Jeremiah Nakathilia's power, but when Raymond Muratalo felt his power, he backed up off of him and he hurt him. Then he's the only person to drop William Zepeda in the next fight after. Only person that hurt William Zepeda. What would you say changed, honestly?
It's a few things. I can say that he's sitting down on his punches more, but and also I'll go to say that man, what you've been doing on your time off, you know, I quite it's a very low a very low odds that you come back from that type of layoff. You well over 30. You know what I'm saying? You putting people down like this. You knocking
Through
them
the
out.
high guard. That shit through the high
Yeah,
guard. I
yeah.
showed y'all. I was like, how the fuck he do that?
It's
Like,
questionable through the high guard. Yeah, it's questionable through the high guard. Not saying that it can't happen because Wilder done it. But he heavyweight.
But we know what Wilder got though. He got the right hand.
Wilder been doing it since the beginning. Yeah, so and then you got to question the caliber of fighters that he was fighting as well. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay, he the only person to drop William Zepeda.
But I mean, yeah, I understand that. But William Zepeda been hurt
said,
before.
and look, Zepeda said, man, that man hits hard. We've never heard that his whole career that he hits hard. That man, he dropped damn Muratalo.
Has he ever fought the caliber of fighter that Tevin Farmer is? Tevin Farmer is an ex-champion.
Yeah.
You know,
he beat the ex-champion Maxie Hughes. He beat Giovanni Cabrera, the one that beat Pitbull and got robbed. Like he's fought some good caliber people now. He's done been in there with some big punchers.
I'm sorry, I got a phone call coming through, but I declined. It's cool.
He's done been in there with some big punchers
I wouldn't say them. Yeah,
and we know Muratalo been in there with some big punches because the Nakathilian, that's the guy that had Shakur going all around the ring when Shakur felt that nigga power. But we watched Muratalo walk that nigga down and get him up out of there quick. But remember when Kevin Farmer hit Miratolo a couple times? Miratolo was on skates the whole night after that shit. He was like, "Oh hell no!"
I actually didn't see
I've
that
been watching.
I actually didn't see that fight. I need to go back and look at that fight.
Yeah, you need
That
to
was
go
a
back
good
and see
I
it
fight.
actually
because it
didn't
was
see
like
that
That was
fight.
a good fight.
after them first couple shots landed, Miratolo looked at him like, "Hold up, this ain't what the fuck we thought you was." And Miratolo had a scared look on his face, and he was getting the fuck away.
Yeah, I actually got to go back and look at that fight though. Yeah, you can say a lot of things questionable. I wouldn't. I just don't want to come out and say nobody juicing and doing all that without any definitive evidence.
But
Like
when
being
you see,
around
you know, you
a.
when it said we've seen people try to gain power naturally, bro. It ain't but so much power you can gain naturally, bro. It's not but
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
it's either you got it or you don't. I like to think is power is speed and accuracy. Um, when you combine speed and accuracy, you know what I'm saying? You hit that person on the button at the right time. That can also hurt someone when they coming forward. You know, that force of them coming forward when your speed and accuracy can hurt actually put somebody down. Like it only take 3.5 pounds of pressure, to land on that button to really actually drop somebody or knock them or put them in that boom boom room. But yeah, I get it. I get
Well,
what you're saying. I just
he went boom booming niggas before like that. Shit. That nigga was looking like that nigga had the same amount of knockouts Paulie Malignaggi had at first, bro. Now, Paulie Malignaggi came back and he started dropping motherfuckers and beating motherfuckers, dropping everybody he gets in the ring with when he comes back. What would you say, bro?
oh yeah, I'll be definitely questionable.
Because him and Paulie got this, they had the same knockout. Matter of fact, Paulie had more knockouts than Tevin. He had more
this,
knockouts than Tevin. They had the same amount of fights.
yeah.
Paulie Malignaggi had one more knockout than Tevin.
And I can't say when those those knockouts came in Tevin Farmer's career. I can't say when those came about. They had to be early in his career
They
or midway in
was
his
early.
career.
They was early in his career. I had pulled them up a little minute ago. They was early, except for these last ones. And exactly, bro, 6,500. I never said Tevin Farmer was juicing. I just said he got that motherfucker. He got something's wrong. Like that shit is not
It's
natural.
questionable. It's questionable. Yeah, I agree. But
Even
it
he
is the
said it
punch.
himself. I even showed the interview where he sat there and was talking to the girl. He said, because she even asked him, she said, "Where did you get this newfound power?" The woman asked him. He said, he started smiling. He looked directly at the camera. He said, "They gonna say I'm taking something." Like, if
Yeah,
you
he
know
did.
that you
He did
clean,
say that.
why would that be the first thing that you say, bro? Like, what would
Yeah,
make you
he
say
did
that?
say that. He did say that.
Exactly. He
And
said,
it's
"Ain't
also the
nobody even
punch that you
mentioned
don't
it."
see.
Huh?
And it's also the punch that you don't see is the one that can hurt you the most. And
Of course,
I can see.
that's the key to it. Set the motherfucker up
Hmm.
and hit them with some shit they don't see. But for him to sit there and say that shit, I'm like, bro, he just basically told himself, like, they're gonna say I'm on something. Like, nigga, we didn't say that until you just said that. Then you made motherfuckers start thinking, like, are you on something? Like,
But but
shit.
but given what we were talking about with Tevin Farmer, the topic then became shifted to Ryan Garcia. So what's your take on that actual fight, man, since it went that way?
Ryan Garcia and who?
Well,
Devin?
why would it go to Ryan Garcia? Why would it
Man,
go
come
to
on,
Ryan
Thomas.
Garcia?
Thomas, we don't need to talk about this shit. Everybody know how that shit went, man.
You talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin?
Yeah, because they was talking about juice and he was on the juice.
Oh, I don't believe that had no effect on him. It didn't have no. Ryan been, if that's the case, they Ryan. They say Ryan was juicing in. Why would he juice with Devin and not Tank? Because
I can see
Ryan been
all
dropping
this.
people. Ryan been dropping people with their left, their check left.
That's what Upper was saying.
That's what
You
I've been
can't. It's
saying, bro.
not
He
even
Like,
been
why
remotely
would he
putting.
close. You
choose?
got. Oh my bad.
Why would he choose Devin Haney instead of Tank Davis? If he was going to motherfucking damn juice, it would have definitely been Tank.
Right.
Devin ain't got nothing to juice
I'll try
about.
to get an advantage on Tank because he's the star. I'm trying to take his spot. I'm trying to take his glory. I'm trying to. They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So I'm trying to beat him.
My nigga said he's season 4D. That's crazy. Hey man,
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if he juiced with Devin, then he juiced with Tank. But Tank just beat Tank just beat him, huh? I mean,
Nah, because
even
they
though
had drug testing. They had drug testing. And that's why I be telling people, like, nigga, they was drug testing Ryan every other week, bro.
they was
Like,
testing Ryan all the way up to the point to where he did pop dirty.
yeah, he popped dirty the week of, and that's after he got to New York and Zab Judah sent him Scooter. Because Ryan needed some help making weight. And they sent Scooter, a person that works for Victor Conte and Zab Judah. So Zab Judah sent the op to Ryan. So if anything, that's how motherfucking and Devin Haney brother overheard Bill and Victor talk instead of Allah and him having a dream. And that's how they knew Ryan was dirty. That was the ace in the hole. Just in case Devin loses, we got to get out of jail free card. And that's what that shit was.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, he popped dirty, sure enough, and but I don't think that was the determining factor that made Haney lose.
And you
The
want me to tell you why you
determined
say that? I'm gonna tell you why you say that.
why
Because a week of oxygen won't do shit for you.
no, and
It's
not
a
only
it's
that,
an 8 to
that ain't
12
even the
week.
main reason. That ain't even the main reason. Where was the defense for the left hook? Y'all
Exactly.
know, y'all know that that Ryan signature punch is the check left. He gonna throw it. Why? What was the cell phone? It's supposed to be free nights and weekends. Where was the cell? What was the cell phone at? Keep your phone.
I've
Hold
never
your phone. You
I've
remember
never
that? You
been
remember back being
overwhelmed
free
like that.
nights and weekends when you could be on the phone anytime you want. Free nights and weekends. Where was that?
Devin Haney
That's
did an
what my
interview
coach
talking about
told me.
he did an interview talking about I've never been overwhelmed like that before in my life. You kept dropping your goddamn hand and he kept
He
potting
kept
your ass.
dr- And then when you threw the jab, you threw a bow and arrow jab. When that's meant for a counter, you was throwing it as a lead, as to
And,
initiate offense.
and that's the
Which
same jab he caught him with in the amateurs. And he caught Devin in the amateurs when he did that same shit.
and he just know you so well that he threw the check left over the top. I seen the footage where
He
Ryan
did it to him
dropped.
in the amateurs.
Yeah, I seen the footage where Ryan dropped uh what's his name? The flamboyant dude that always Blair the Flair with the same check left and sparring, dropped him
I seen the
with
footage
hit.
when he did that. I seen the footage when he did that same shit to Udanis Ugas before the Devin fight.
Yep.
You know, before he fought Devin, you know, Derek James had Udanis Ugas in the gym with Ryan. And I was telling people,
Yeah, I seen some footage where he was sparring a dark skinned dude. I don't know if that was Ugas or not, but Ryan was putting the beats on that guy.
he beat the shit out of Ugas. I was looking at that shit on FaceTime. He beat the shit out of Ugas. That's why I said Mario Barrios was gonna beat Ugas, because I said Ugas ain't the same no more. Because Ryan was doing him dirty. But yeah, and that's why I be trying to tell people, like, I'm passionate about the sport. If a motherfucker dirty, I'm gonna call him on it. But popping dirty with something that won't benefit you, that's asinine. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it had no beneficial factors whatsoever. Ryan was gassed. Ryan Ryan was balling up in spots and letting Devin get off. You know, Devin just couldn't
Man,
hurt the man hand.
Devin gave that nigga a shiatsu massage. That time when Ryan balled up, that nigga was hitting Ryan in the liver. He couldn't put him down with all them liver shots. Remember, he hit Ryan like 6 times in the liver and couldn't even put him down.
Yeah, he was holding on to him, holding him by his waist and hitting him.
And Harvey Dock was letting it go down too. I said, damn.
Mm-hmm. Harvey Dock even slapped Ryan in the chest
Mm-hmm.
on one of the on the breaks. Slapped Ryan in the chest. I'm like, hold on, what's going on now?
Harvey had money on Devin. Because 3 of them knockdowns he didn't call. Because Devin was getting dropped like hell. He didn't call 3 of them. I'm like, bro, you gonna wave that off?
Yeah, Devin is highly skilled. I believe he is highly skilled. He's just a 1-2 roll type fighter. You know what I'm saying? 1-2 roll out, move around, jab,
I wouldn't say
1-2.
I wouldn't highly say he highly skilled. I'm gonna say he he fundamentally sound.
Yeah, he fundamentally sound, except for when on his defense, when he inside, and that's when he got caught that shot. I don't think he's an inside fighter. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
shouldn't
yeah,
be. He ain't got the power to be an inside fighter. He ain't got the power to sit there in that phone booth. Because he sit in that phone booth, he gonna get destroyed. And see, that's what the fucked up shit was. I knew it was trouble when he sat there and said, let's meet in the middle of the ring. I said, why would you do that? Like, you want to go power shots with a power puncher? Like, that's crazy. But
yeah, that was
after
crazy.
pride comes destruction. And he led with his pride.
You know why? Bill Haney gassed
Bill
him up.
hyped his son up for failure. That's what he did. He talking about, my son about to come out here and catch a body. And I'm like, why would you say some shit like that, knowing that 13 people died in boxing? Like, talking about, we're going to go out there and kill this man. And I'm going to tell you like this. They kept trying to downplay Ryan, talking about he was a C-class fighter. Well, if he a C-level fighter, then even if he was taking Ostrin, it shouldn't have been no damn difference because your son is an A-class, remember? Like, shit, just because you on the juice, if a motherfucker skill is A versus somebody that's a C-level fighter, he could be having a billy stick in his hand and he still won't win that fight. Like, it's levels to this shit. It's skills for a fucking reason. And I'm like,
he definitely tried to downplay Ryan's skills.
Exactly. He trying to downplay the skills of a man that went 50-50 with you. Like, y'all even. Y'all was even. Y'all was 3-3. But yeah, that should be crazy. But I don't even know how we got to that. Because I was talking about Tevin Foreman, and nigga came up here with that dumb shit.
What you think about the other fights? Brian Norman Jr. Also, Shushu. You know, they had some good outings. I did see Brian Norman get a little bit. I think he was. I think he came out a little cold. Like he said, he had to warm up, but when he got checked with that left and he wobbled a little bit. Like in the first round, he woke up a little bit. He said he didn't feel it, but he felt it. He just tried to play it off because them legs did look. Them legs shook a little bit.
I said he got hit so damn hard he might didn't feel
it. Yeah, that's true. But we saw that he stand straight up. He got stiff a little bit, and then he went to work after that. He went right to work. He started keeping his right hand up a little bit. Now that's how you keep your right hand up. You know what I'm saying? When somebody throwing that left hook and got a good left hook, he kept his right hand up, and he's hooking with the hooker, which I didn't think was a good idea, but he kept his hook kind of short, and he was landing it right on the point of the chin.
Beating him to the punch. He was beating him to the punch with him.
He was the faster fighter. He was definitely beating I forgot his name. But he was beating him to the punch with Quavos
or some shit.
Yeah, he was beating him to the punch with that. And he caught him right on the point of the chin. And then, I like that right hand to the swivel jab to end the fight. That was a beautiful punch.
And see,
his performance was great.
I kind of figured that, like, Brian Norman, like, his last 2 fights have been against front-footed dominant Spanish people. You feel what I'm saying? He's fighting motherfuckers that don't have no defense, really. Santillion didn't have no defense. Cuevas didn't have no defense. I just knew Cuevas had power. But we seen when he was in there with a slick black fighter like Quentin Randall. He gave him everything he could handle. That's why I'm saying, like, if he not fighting these slower Mexican fighters, he'll be in trouble once he fight a black fighter. I feel like that's why I think they ran from that Brooks fight.
I can't wait to see it. If they gonna make that fight, I want to see them make
Or I
that
would like to
fight.
see. Or he could fight Ryan Garcia. I would love to see him versus Ryan Garcia.
I think he beats Ryan. I think he got a little more. I think he got a little more skill set than Ryan, and a better defensive set than Ryan.
I think Ryan
Because what's the
stops
name?
him.
It'll be a good fight, but I think I got Brian Norman in that fight.
I got Ryan with speed and power over top of him. Ryan got more power and speed than him. I've seen Ryan since he's been moved up in weight. Ryan's got his grown man strength now, and he's hitting hard with both hands, and he's fast as hell. And I've seen what happens when Norman's in there with a fighter that's faster than him. He gets frustrated. He smothers his attacks. He smothers his options. And I feel like Ryan Garcia is the more skilled fighter. He's been in there with more skilled fighters. I mean, you can say what you want, but Devin Haney is a skilled fighter. He's a very skilled fighter. Say what you want. Tank Davis is very skilled.
Yeah, I believe they are very skilled. But you know, it's tactics to beat, it's ways to beat everybody. And what if I was Brian Norman Jr., I got the better inside game than Ryan, because Ryan needs some space to get off that left hook. So I'll make sure I keep my right hand up. I would make sure I protect myself against the jab because he got a fast jab. Make sure I keep my head off the line, and I'll step in and go to the body. I don't think Ryan likes body shots.
Don't nobody like body shots. I'm gonna tell you that now. Hey, I used to be a body snatcher, but I couldn't stand getting hit in my motherfucking body. I don't care who you is. Them body shots, don't nobody want to get hit in that damn body.
Nah, they don't feel good.
That shit sucks your goddamn strength. Yes, I said it sucks your strength away from you. If a motherfucker say they like body shots, I say they're a damn lie.
Because that's just like I don't like them, but I could take them. I don't like them like that, but I can take them. I'm not weak to the body.
Extent. You can take them to a certain extent. That's what I'm saying. But a motherfucker keep hitting you in that same spot. I don't give a fuck how tough a nigga is. That's just like you take a tough ass piece of steak. If you keep hitting that motherfucker with a mallet, no matter how tough that motherfucking steak, it's gonna tenderize it. And our muscles do the same shit.
Yeah, I'll protect them vitals. I'm gonna protect the spleen. I'm gonna protect the liver. I'm definitely gonna protect my solar plex. You know, yeah. No, well, the kidneys in the back. You know, your spleen on your left side. Liver on your right side.
Will hit you with a looping. You will get hit with a looping hook to that kidney, though.
Oh yeah, and that hurt. Yeah, getting hit on the hip hurt. People don't know what that feel like. It's like a pinch.
Oh, when motherfucker hit you on that hip, boys, that's what Spence did to damn Ugas. He would hit that nigga in them damn on them hips. Stop that motion.
If you ever ran your hip into something, like the edge of a bed or something like that, or like jump the wall and banged your hip on something, that's what it feel like.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what a couple hip shots. People was asking why Ugas standing in front of Spence. I said, y'all didn't see them hip shots that he took. He can't go nowhere. His motherfucking swivel off.
Or getting hit in the thigh with a groin area. You ain't got to necessarily get hit in the groin or in the private area. Just get hit around in that area. It don't feel nice at all.
Get hit around that damn artery in your thigh. What's that artery?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Getting hit right around
that. Drop you with that shit. You can get dropped with that shit. That shit'll kill you.
Yeah, for
stop
sure.
the blood flow for a second.
Yeah, stop your blood flow. Exactly. Same thing the liver do. You know, stop the function of the liver, delayed reaction, stop the function of the liver. You know?
Yeah. And see, that's what I said Ryan was sitting there balled up for Devin, and Devin was tagging that nigga in his kidneys and shit. And I'm like, damn, that nigga must ain't got no kind of stank on them shots, cause let Tank or somebody hit a motherfucker right there one time, it's over with. That nigga was taking shot to move around. That nigga was taking shot to shot to shot, and he was just relaxing. I said, that's a shiatsu massage right there. But hell yeah.
So and on my shoo assessment, I think you need to keep that left hand up. You can't get hit with no power puncher with that left hand down like that. I mean,
and calling out Espinosa.
Yeah, he was.
No.
That right hand over the top. I kept seeing him like, man, he keep on dropping his left hand, even though he got the guy up out of there.
I think Shushu think he faster than what he is, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like I think he be trying to like when I was watching, I said he was trying to time him and reflex and like catch a shoot.
Yeah,
Like
time him with the uppercut. He was trying to time him with the uppercut, but he kept getting caught because
yeah,
he never did throw any feints or protect himself
he was just straight
from
up
the,
and down, bro. He
yeah,
was
he was
straight up
just
and
straight.
down.
He was
Like
just trying to roll the right hand and throw the uppercut, which was a
he
good
was trying to
tactic, but he didn't
he
set
was
it up
trying to
until
what's
later.
the word? He was just trying to bully. He was trying to bully that fight. Like he was just trying to
Yeah, he was
down.
trying
Like
to bulldoze him. Yeah,
yeah,
trying to run over
bulldoze.
him.
That's the word I'm looking for. He was trying to bulldoze the nigga. He ain't had no finesse game. And I said, you sitting there calling out the champions and talking about you want to climb that tree, Espinoza, bro, not getting hit with them shots right there, because
Yeah, he said he gonna
Espinoza,
chop down that tree.
before he fought Robbery, was 30-0 with 27 knockouts. Now
Is he a
he got
southpaw?
power. Yes, he is.
See, that's the and then right there, that's
And
that
he's
right
6
hook
feet
over the
tall.
top.
And he's
Yeah,
6
that's that
feet
right
tall.
hook over the top and a jab right there. You ain't gonna like your head movement gonna have to be on point. Your inside fighting gonna have to be on fight, which I think shoot you can fight inside. But are you gonna be big like because that 6 footer gonna be gonna be almost 155, 160 at the night of the fight.
Yeah, he gonna be a super middleweight. I mean, super
Yeah, he
welterweight.
gonna be a welter. Yeah, he definitely gonna be a super welterweight by the time of that fight. Are
And
you
see, that's
gonna
what
be
people
able
don't
to?
realize about Fundora. Fundora's 6'6", but when he comes in the ring, he's about 190, bro. That nigga's about 190 in that goddamn
He
ring.
fight at 154. I give him. He gonna be a good 175. Yeah, at 154. I say he gonna gain a good 20 pounds.
Nah, his
And
last fight, he was 190. He was 191.
you think so?
I know so, bro. Because damn, my man fights at 154. My man Jesus Ramos. And Jesus Ramos, that nigga be every bit of 190. Jesus Ramos blew up huge, man.
See,
That's
I'm
why
an
when Ramos,
amateur fighter. I haven't fought it.
see,
I haven't fought it on the pro level, so I don't get that. I don't
you
get
gotta
that
stay right there
overnight.
at your weight. You gotta stay right
Yeah,
there at your
so
weight. But see,
so I fight at
Jesus Ramos,
154. I got to fight at 154. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's what my weight is
hey,
at that night.
yeah, see, Jesus Ramos, he fought at 160 and he was way bigger than the 160 nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why I was like, I like Jesus Ramos, but he's a weight book. Just like I said,
And
that damn Spence. I fuck with Spence, but hell, Spence blows up to 190 and shit. Like, not fight
the
night,
next
but
and the
he
next
haven't been
day I
having.
may be 162. You know what I'm saying? The next day I may be I may gain like 6 pounds the next day. You know what I'm saying?
I might gain
And
about 8 pounds with water and fluid.
but we not blowing up like that's why I say these guys talking about 24 pounds, 25 pounds and overnight.
That's that
No, that's
snack.
not happening. That's not
That's that
happening.
snack.
That's
That's
not
that
happening.
snack.
The body don't work like that.
But see, that's why I say that's that snack. Because if one of us regular fighters will blow up 20 damn pounds and the next day, we will be fatigued in that fight. Like, you got to carry that motherfucking weight with you in that fight. And for these fighters to be gaining, especially like Bam Rodriguez, he weighs 115 and he rehydrates to 140. Like, bro, you just rehydrated 35% of your weight. Like 35% of how much you weigh, bro. And you can still go 12 rounds. Like, because I know if I rehydrate too much, I get fatigued. I start catching cramps in my side and shit from the waters. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit
Yeah,
crazy.
you don't. Yeah, your body don't function right like when you're gaining all that weight because it's unhealthy. It doesn't happen like that. Yeah, but the combination that Shushu set him up with the uppercut coming over the top with the right hand because he was going up on, he was going coming under with the uppercut going over the top with the right hand was a beautiful setup. And yeah, I didn't like his defensive
Shout out
prowess
to
that night.
shout out to the OG Thomas Hill in the Cash App with the $10 holler. And shout out to the beautiful queen with that motherfucking AK with the scope on it, Miss Ty in the Cash App with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, queen. But yeah, that shit crazy though. But what you thought about Vargas, that Vargas boy?
Oh, he looked good. He was doing the same thing. He was doing the uppercut, the right hand over the top. Uh, throwing a jab, set his man up with the jab. And he fought a guy that had over 20 fights, right? 20, 21 and something. And
I think the
he
dude
looked,
had like 25 fights under his belt. He was a veteran.
yeah, he looked good. And his that left hook to end the night, put it with something nasty with the right hook. So he went uppercut, hook. I mean, straight over the top, right hook to the left hook with a beautiful. It was a beautiful setup that old boy that he couldn't see, and he turned the lights out. He had a nice finish to it. So I went I wasn't too impressed, but it was a good look on his performance though.
I gave him like a B plus because he was going in there with a veteran.
Yeah,
He was in there with
I
somebody,
grade him about the same,
but
and he wasn't getting touched much. So
I'm gonna tell you a person who don't get nearly enough credit. Tiger Johnson. Tiger
oh
Johnson
yeah,
don't really get, huh?
I've been like Tiger. Yeah, then he moved to 147. That was his one.
A lot of people like Tiger ain't got the power. He ain't stopping people. But what people ain't realizing, right? Tiger is fighting some dogs. He's fighting people in there that are real contenders. And he's been doing that since his fourth fight. Yeah, he's not getting the super fire knockouts and shit, but he's getting that valuable ring experience. He's in there with people who will get him prepared for the championship level. Now,
They definitely bringing them on nicer.
Now, going to 147, I couldn't recommend that. I would have rather he stayed at 140.
I think he was getting too drained at 140. I think he was draining. You could tell like his output was going down towards the later of the round. He probably had a camp where it was not fitting for him. You know what I'm saying? He was losing most of his energy. But when he did meet 140, 147, he was a little bit more filled out with them 7 extra pounds. So you can see the pop was there, the speed was there. He got the man out in the 5th round. He looked good all rounds.
Fourth or the fifth. Was it the fourth or the fifth?
It was the 5th. It was the 5th round.
Okay, it was the 5th.
Yeah, he just needed to listen more to his coach and what he was telling him because his coach was giving him the right keys. It's just that Tiger wasn't putting it together because buddy, he could take it.
He needs to start throwing more combinations too, though. I think.
He tried to shoot. He tried to catch and shoot a lot or pop shot a lot. With the jab that he got, he can set up a lot off that jab.
I set up a damn jab to the straight. Boom. I go jab, straight hook. Then probably come with an overhand right behind that shit. And he quick enough to pull it off. He's quick enough to pull it off.
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
Ms. Ty, you say Ms. Ty, I really don't even know what Carmel Mocha's weight division is now, boo. I really don't know. Because he done fought at 127. His last fight, he was like 140
or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His last fight, he was like a 140. Like, I don't know what division Camille Moten is. I really don't. He need to get more discipline because he went from 127 to 135, 140. I don't know what division that young boy is. It'd be best if he go to like 130 though. Because he's still young. He ain't got the pop for 140. 140. He ain't got the pop for that yet. That's why Abdullah Mason still. Huh?
He may not have a pop, but he could pour it on. You know what I'm saying? He can get the stoppages by the accumulated punches he throw. And how long it's gonna last because I don't know, because once you start moving up in the rankings and moving up in fights, you get people that can go those rounds. Once people can go those rounds, if you ain't got the gas tank past 6, you know, it could turn out ugly for you.
Then you got the people that can punch between your punches. And while you trying to pour that shit on. And see, that's why I respect what Abdullah Mason and them doing. They keeping him at 135, even though he's still coming in kind of heavy. You know, he's still young. He got his grown man spirit yet. I feel like he's gonna represent at 140. But I feel like he's at 135 while he's still young, getting his bearings right. But I think he'd be much more dangerous at 140. Honestly, I think his power carries about 147 at least.
You talking about Abdullah?
It carried farther than that though. You know, I've been on him since day one. And at 135, he was 18 years old taking people out. Like nigga,
I
only
got
20
much
right
respect
now.
for that man.
He's only 20 right now.
Man.
And see, like I say, they better get that boy now because when he hit 23 to 25 and that power sits in, see, people don't understand what Abdullah is doing and what Cormel and them doing. Like these guys are young. Like they haven't, it's a such thing as a grown man's strength. Like the way I punched when I was 16 ain't the way I punched when I was 21. And the way I punched when I was 21 ain't the way I was hit when I was 28. Like between them sections, my power increased substantially.
Well, the man entered his prime around 23, 24, 25 years old, and it lasts about 33.
About 20, from 25 to 32, that's your peak.
Yep. And that's when you start to decline after that.
Yep. And that's why I said they better catch the nigga early. I would like to see Abdullah versus Keyshawn, really.
I don't think Keyshawn want them problems.
We know he don't. Remember, he backtracked. He talked all that shit about Abdullah and came on the next day like, man, I'm sorry about that. I was mad. But he was talking all that shit about Abdullah. And I think Abdullah must have gave him a call like, hey, we can get in there. We can get in there. I'm mad as hell Abdullah ain't get a chance to fight Giovanni Cabrera because that would have been a hell of a damn measuring stick right there. Because Giovanni Cabrera, huh?
I said most definitely.
Because Giovanni Cabrera has beaten a lot of undefeated fighters, and I felt like he beat Pitbull Cruz, but he was robbed. Like the only person that really beat Giovanni Cabrera in my eyes was William Zepeda. Zepeda stopped that man. That man couldn't do shit with William Zepeda, him or Maxie Hughes. But Tevin Farmer got in there.
That was about 4 fights ago, right?
Giovanni Cabrera.
Yeah.
Zepeda. Yeah, he stopped Cabrera. Yeah, he stopped Cabrera. Then he stopped Hughes. Then he fought Farmer twice. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. That shit right there. And then Tevin Farmer get in there and drops Zepeda. I'm like, shit, Farmer, where you get that from?
But if you look at the level of competition these young guys are fighting, they somewhere around. I know Abdullah got 14, 16 fights somewhere up in there, but they fighting guys that got 20 fights, 30 fights. You know what I'm saying? In between there, that's good experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going against the veteran.
And the guy that dropped him twice, dude was a puncher.
Mm-hmm.
Dude had 27 fights, which he lost about 2 or 3 of them, but he had 21 knockouts. Dude was no slouch in the power division.
And the dude he fought, Brian Gourmet, he was undefeated. I think he was like 10-0. The dude he fought, Brian Gourmet, was undefeated.
Which was that his last fight?
The fight before. The one where he got that nigga out. The one where he kept hitting that nigga with them straight rights when the nigga was trying to maul him and shit. Yeah, the straight lefts. The nigga was trying to maul him. I did a video on that one because I said you done pissed him off because he done pissed Abdullah off, and then Abdullah was like, fuck all that other shit. He just kept straight lefting him. And when he was hitting that man with that straight left, he made a mess out of that man's face. I said, God damn.
The one critique I got about Abdullah Mason is throwing that uppercut from outside.
He be throwing it too far away. He don't be in range.
Throwing it too far away. And then when he throwing it with his lead hand down.
And that's how that boy caught his ass too. And that's how he caught him.
That's my only critique of him.
But you gotta say also he's still young. He only 20.
If he fixed that and keep that, now you can throw it, but set it up. Set it up, jab in and throw the uppercut. Or throw it to the body and then to the head.
I'll probably pump 2 jabs out and then let that bitch fly.
That's what I'm saying. Jab in and
rangefinder. I put a rangefinder out there first to touch him to see where he at.
A blinder.
Then I'm gonna hit a blinder. Then I'm gonna hit him with a blinder. Then I'm gonna throw that bitch.
Boop, then I'm gonna throw it from under the top. Yep. Give him to drop his head a little bit.
So look, as soon as I throw that second jab out there, I'm already twisting my hip and letting that other motherfucker come right up under that bitch.
Or just like you said, or just like you said, throw the double jab, throw the straight over the top, then come up under when they thinking that shot is going over the top again. It's different ways he can set it up. You know what I'm saying? I like that he's stepping back and throwing it, but when you step back, you take the distance from yourself as well. And somebody can throw over the top, especially if you keep your lead hand down. So if he fixed that, that's my only critique of him. If he fixed that, then he gonna be he'll be one of those fighters with very few falls, very few flaws.
And see, that was the problem with my boy Trayvon Marshall. Trayvon Marshall was undefeated. He was a bad motherfucker, but he threw that shit from outside and motherfucker caught him and set his ass down in that corner. Like beat him bad with that shit too. He kept dropping that hand and he went against the veteran. Nigga wasn't even undefeated. He fought, but that nigga had some savvy. He was a puncher. He was a veteran. He caught him slipping. And so you gotta be careful when you in there with a puncher. You gotta be
All the
careful when you in
time.
there with a puncher. Hey,
You
Creo,
gotta
I talked about it. Hold on a second.
go ahead.
Creo, I was talking about that earlier, that Top Rank might be motherfucking signing with Amazon. They gotta get their deal out. And if Top Rank sign with Amazon, then they're gonna be partnering with the PBC. The PBC got the
Good look.
stars, Top Rank got the bodies.
Yeah, that'll be a good look.
Yeah, because Top Rank got all the amateurs. Top Rank got the biggest stable out of any boxing. Top Rank has the biggest stable out of any boxing league. And PBC got the stars. So, they can put on more fight cards and, fill up the fight cards and let these young boys get exposure. And, put them in tougher fights. That's how they used to do it. Have a fight card stack. Plus, I feel like the fights will be more competitive. There'll be tougher fights as well because, PBC don't play with you. They don't let you just sit around and get free paychecks. They're going to make you work. Give me 1 second. All right. You said how long to they feed? Well,
If that's gonna be the deal.
I don't even think that's gonna happen, Ty. Top Rank got that way of attaching their fighters' name to PBC fighters, and just so they can get clout. I really don't think Keyshawn want to fight Tank no more. He said that Pitbull is the fight that everybody want to see. He acting like he ain't got Andy Cruz problems too, so I don't know. Like me, you beat me 4 times in the amateurs, bro. I got to go ahead we got to see about something. But sometimes it's a fighter that just got your number. But you're not going to keep disrespecting me, though. And that man disrespecting Keyshawn like a motherfucker, though. What do you think about that?
Shit, he got to get that back. Why would he want to? He a champion now. The man called him out. Why would he want to go any other way? You just got to get that back before you see Tank. Before you see any other champion in the division, because we know you ain't gonna fight Shakur. Before you see Loma, if there's a Loma fight in the making, you got to get that back.
Loma people already said if they fight, they won't Tank. They want that cash out fight. They know Loma at the end of his career. They is not about to let Loma get fed to no damn Keyshawn or no Shakur. If Loma get fed, he about to feed his family for decades. I mean, for decades off what he gonna get. Him and Tank, that's $1 million pay-per-view buys right there.
He said he'll knock Cruz out. I mean, the only way one way to find out is if we see it. I mean, you had your opportunity.
He said a lot of things. He says a lot of things. Like last year, he told Eddie Hearns that he was gonna fight Cruz last year. That never came to fruition. I'm not too sold on Keyshawn myself, though. I'm just being honest. Because I seen him in the ring with Nahir Albright. And Nahir Albright was giving that man everything he could handle. We seen that shit in Texas. Yeah, he beat Lemos. Yeah, he beat Baranchek, but neither one of them really was that good anyway, bro.
Albright said he
Baranchek
want
was the
that
weakest
smoke
link.
back.
Hmm?
He said, Albright said he want that fade again.
Keyshawn ignoring the hell out that nigga too.
Yeah, ignore him.
He
But
talk about
Albright got to
what
make
they
his
bring
name
to.
again.
He talk about what they bring to the table. But you the same motherfucker that was doing the same thing. Now you trying to let motherfuckers call you out and you don't want to fight. You talking about they don't bring nothing to the table.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be the bending man.
I don't even like when Tank say that. What they bring to the table. If he in your
They bring a
division,
fucking
he a
fight.
champion. Yeah,
They
if
bring
he
a
in your
fight.
division and he a champion, or he ranked in your sanctioned body, and he available, fight him. Fight him.
Exactly. Don't pick and choose. You say your Glock ain't got no safety.
I get what he's saying. It's like he's not asking like what have he done as far as Tank's saying like I'm in a different stratosphere. I'm making this money. What type of following do you bring? What type of excitement do you bring? And that's what he's talking about. Like what type of numbers do you bring? I believe he'll get in the ring with any of these guys, but we just got to see him do it and put it in and put in that work.
But see, for me, you fought Lamont Roach. He didn't really bring that to the table until after this right now. Now he brings something to the table, but at first, Lamont Roach was fighting on Pro Box. You feel me? He was fighting on Pro Box.
Yeah, I agree with you, Upper. But who was there for him to fight during that time when he called him on Roach?
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. He had 6 people turn him down.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you ain't got nobody to fight and you got this man calling you out, especially if he got a belt, don't say what do they bring. They bring a belt. And they probably bring more than what Lamont brought at first. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I know Shakur, Loma, Devin, all them ducked him at that time, and he had no choice but Roach.
Yeah, because if we go through it, Sepeda was in his division that was number 1 in his division. Sepeda went and fought Farmer, and he ducked and he left the WBA rankings. You had
And when Dos Santos said he was hurt,
Ella De Los Santos said he was hurt.
Rayo said no.
If you're looking at number 2 in his division, and that during that time that was Kid Austin. Kid Austin just fought Limo. I mean, not Limos, but Jerome's or whoever that dude name.
He fought that Renee Gillis Jerome. Renee
Jerome.
Gillis.
Yeah. So he had just got through fighting him. He called Shakur up, and I don't know what happened with that deal. I got a suspicion what happened with that deal.
Shakur wanted a 2-fight deal.
He wanted a multi-fight deal.
Yeah,
they were just trying to give him a one-off.
One fight.
Yeah, we were just trying to give you a one-off, which I think he should have took, because if you won it, then now you become that man.
And they would definitely wanted a rematch too. So
yeah, then you're gonna get a rematch. So it's a win-win if you win. But if not, it's a lose. It's a lose. It's a loss. But those are the gambles that you take.
the
like you said,
right beside the damn house. Now we just had lightning strike right beside the damn house.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Damn.
I think I heard it too. I heard the thunder.
Yeah, it was some loud ass thunder, but the lightning just flashed like about 20 feet away.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta help these kids with this homework, man. I appreciate you for having me on, talk some boxing, man. If I'm free tomorrow, I'll jump on again. And if y'all don't got Key on, if my sister Key ain't on, I'll jump on again, and have this conversation again. But I appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. You have a blessed one, bro. Appreciate you for hopping up here.
All right. Hey, Ty, how you doing?
Hey, Wendy, what's up?
Hey,
Nothing
Queen.
much. Chilling. About to help these kids with this homework.
I hear that.
All right, I see y'all. I'll let y'all. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. How you doing today, Queen?
Upper, what's up? So look,
Nothing
just to
much.
touch on that, that's the conversation that we were all like having the other night. Did Espinosa send Shakur something? Did he not? Was it just a conversation? I'm on the side of, well, if they called, obviously they didn't call for nothing. And I got a little pushback like, oh, Tank wasn't ready for the fight, but that makes no sense when Loma just pulled out. So how was he not ready for the fight? Because remember recently Shakur is saying that he would sit out if they can't get Zepeda, that he will sit out until September to wait on Tank. But I'm a little confused about all that because first of all, who told you were getting a fight with Tank? That's what I want to know. And then more importantly, you need to fight Zepeda or someone in between. I mean, you just fought in February, so there's really no big rush. Now your hands are correct, so you say. I mean, he just got a lot of double talk going on, and I can't really understand what Shakur is doing. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. What it was is he didn't want just a one off. So they contacted him trying to give him a deal, but he didn't want just a one off. He wanted a multi fight deal, and so he didn't want to take just a one off. And they couldn't come to an agreement because he wanted more than one fight. So that agreement was null and void. So if you come first with an offer and they don't accept the offer, then you can't make a fight. So they couldn't make a fight behind that. So that's what happened.
Yeah, but as of right now, you're talking about your weight out to fight Tank. Isn't that going to be just a one fight? I mean, you're not going over to PBC, and more than likely, if you don't become a free agent and you re-sign with Eddie, that fight is not likely to happen because he already told you he's not effing with Eddie Hearn.
But see, that's what Shakur's doing. What he's doing, he's getting the narrative started right now because he's trying to get Tank to come over there and fight on Reha. And Tank already said he's not. But now Shakur's sitting there saying, look, I'm trying to fight him. Now he's not trying to fight me. He's trying to push the narrative. We see what the shit is. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's nothing but a narrative because you had an opportunity to fight this man when you were a free agent. You declined it because you claim you wanted a multi-fight deal. But if you were a free agent, why not take the one off and then go sign somewhere else if that's how you feel?
See, Turkey wants the Tank fight.
Yeah. I just don't get it.
Like, Turkey wants Tank regardless. He got Canelo. Now he just needs Benavidez and Tank and Earl to say that he doesn't got all of them, right? And so he knows Shakur is the one person that Tank really wants. So he's holding Shakur. So he's trying to make it that if Tank wants to fight Shakur, he got to come over there. Like they think that Tank's stupid and he's going to give up his A-side leverage. Like he's not going to do the same things that Earl Spence did.
Right.
So that's what they're banking on. They're banking on Tank to do that shit right there. So Tank is with PBC, Amazon. He not going over there. And everybody know that shit, but Shakur getting the narrative out there like Tank ducking me. He don't want to come over here and fight me. Turkey got the money. But like I showed, Turkey hasn't even given anybody their biggest payday. Except for damn Padley that just fought Shakur. Like Turkey's not paying them boys big money.
But that's what I'm saying. In Shakur, he doesn't have any business sense either because you're gonna make the big. Well, when you were a free agent, you would have been making the biggest bag ever. You still will, but all that money would have been in your pocket.
Jay Prince pocket too.
Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't have had to pay Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Like you're adding more people, more hands in your pocket than need to be.
Exactly. Because he feels like he can get what he's gonna get if they in the pocket, because then that means you gotta pay me more because I got more people in my pocket. But what people don't realize is who you got in your pocket is not my business. It's not my concern. It's not my fault you gotta pay 5 motherfuckers. Look, your price is still your price. And see, that's
Exactly.
what
I just
people
feel
don't
like
understand. People
if
think
people pay attention to what Shakur is doing versus what he say, they'll see that he's full of all of the. You know what I'm saying? He's full of it. It's no possible way you can listen to what he says and watch how he moves and thinks that he really wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. It's no possible way. Like I said, you had an opportunity. You could have took a one off, and then you go to Eddie Hearn, who also does. Because I remember watching that interview when he was like, PBC don't really have no fighters. I'd be sitting on the shelf, or just waiting to fight Tank. The only reason PBC will want you is to fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? You're not good enough for a multi-fight deal, like Tank said, unfortunately.
They're not trying
So
to
then you,
promote you, though.
yeah, and then you go to Eddie Hearn and still make a cross the street promotion. So it just doesn't make any sense.
And Eddie said when Shakur got there, his people said they don't want no tank fight. So remember, Eddie was like, "We're not gonna talk about no tank fights." That was expressed. He said that was expressed to me, Shakur and his team, that explicitly no tank fight. Eddie told on him.
Yeah, he did. But now he's like, I don't know where, like I said, I don't know where they're getting this assumption that a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis is next, because to my understanding, it's Lamont Roach and then possibly Loma. But now that PBC and Top Rank are joining forces, I mean, he literally could pick from anybody over there. Like y'all all said, Top Rank got the bodies. So he doesn't really have to fight Shakur. So I'm just trying to figure out, where is he getting this information from? Like, what
Because
besides in his mind?
Turkey's telling him to put on the pressure. Turkey's putting pressure on Shakur to get that fight. So they're trying to do everything possible to try to make that damn fight. And what's going to happen, Tank's still not going to fight him. Because Shakur talking about he know his worth. He talking about he's Tank's biggest fight. No, you're not Lomachenko. You're not Ryan Garcia. You and Tank would not do the numbers that Loma would do. Yeah, definitely won't do the numbers he did with Ryan Garcia. Y'all might not do the numbers that him and Roach about to do. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur, in his mind, he think he's Tank's biggest fight. I feel like the Devin fight is bigger, honestly.
He's getting that crap from Terrence Crawford anyway.
Of course. Bud used that same model with Earl Spence, and it worked. But lightning don't strike the same spot twice. At least that's what they say. And they not about to fall for that shit again. Plus, Earl wanted that shit. Tank wants it, but if you ain't trying to give it, he's not gonna be pressed. Like Tank can take it or leave it with you.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't really think Tank even wants it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, whatever. Like, he even gets frustrated. Like, why y'all keep bringing this nigga up? Like, look at the people he's fighting. And that's another, I guess another conversation for another day. I want to know competition versus trinkets. What wins? Because, people, they'll sit up here in your face and tell you, oh, well, he got a belt, he got a belt, he got a belt. But there are people that are trash with belts. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you take a belt on somebody that shouldn't have had it to begin with, i.e. Cambosis,
like
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, that belt.
Say that again, I ain't hear you.
Spence.
You keep going in and out up.
That's why Devin said, I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
I said, that's why Devin told Cambosis, I'll take.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because Cambosis really ain't had no damn business beating Tio.
Cambosis was free.
But that's what I'm saying. Competition versus trinkets. I constantly hear, Tank, he hasn't unified, or he ain't fighting no other champions. But he's fighting tough competition, in my opinion. I know everyone has a different opinion, but in my opinion, he's fighting way tougher competition than some of these other guys.
Like Floyd. To the best.
Mm-hmm.
Shakur ain't got nobody like Ryan Garcia on his resume. Hell, Shakur ain't even got no Frank Marcus on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
He got Jamel Herring. I put him at the same level as probably Rolly Romero. He ain't got no Leo Santa Cruz on there. That's why Shakur got mad, because Shakur wanted Lomachenko to put on his resume, and Top Rank didn't let him do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he pouted and left. And that's another thing too, Shakur. I'm not so sure you would have whooped Loma. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not sure about that. But at the end of the day, he still needs to step it up in competition. I'm getting so tired of people telling me, oh, he only wants to fight champions. Just because you have a belt does not mean you're the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of BS champions. There's a lot of email champions running around here. It's a lot of other champions that ain't beat nobody that got belts. So really, to me, competition matters more than trinkets. And proof of that would be Gervonta Tank Davis. He is a pay-per-view star. Yes, he has a belt, but I mean, there's people with way more belts than him that nobody's checking for. You know what I'm saying? So competition matters. Yes, you need a proper dance partner, but you also need to put on a performance. I feel like Shakur is putting the blame on everybody but himself where it really belongs. You have the opportunity to step up in competition, but you don't. You never take the opportunity. Like he wasn't it between Padley and Herrera, the kid that's telling him send me a contract, I kill you, and you chose Padley. They say, oh, Herrera didn't make weight. I don't believe that. And how the hell was Padley in shape? You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Give me 1 second. I'm switching devices. Hold on.
Okay. No, but I'm just saying, like, that's just my main thing. Like to me, it's competition versus trinkets. You know what I'm
Me,
saying?
right?
Yes, you can have a belt, but does that really put you in the conversation of, you know what I'm saying, the big money talks where you want to be? You can't sit
Like
up here and
this.
say you and Gervonta Davis have the biggest fights, and when you were just on an undercard in Saudi Arabia. How was that possible? How does your mind even go to somewhere like that?
And you was on a Thursday night, undercard, then an undercard. Like, come on, bro. But first off, right, you saying what does Javier Herrera brings to the table? He brings more than Kid Austin, bro. But you was gonna fight Kid Austin. You talking about belt the ass to Kid Austin. Javier Herrera got a better record than Kid Austin. So if you was gonna fight a prospect in Kid Austin, why not fight the prospect in your division that's calling you out and saying he'll kill you in the ring?
That's what I'm talking about. And frequent. Cambosos ain't no damn
That's
world
what
beater.
I'm
I don't care if he beats Tio. That's what I just said. Cambosos ain't had no damn business whooping no Tio. That's why Tio's career is where it is. I'm getting ready to clip you, frequent. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just conversations like that I'm always interested in because it's like you have a belt, but that don't mean that you can beat. Like you said, I don't see any tough fights on his resume. I don't see a Ryan. I don't see a Frank. I don't see a Leo. I don't even see a like a pit bull or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Different styles.
Jamel
I don't
Herring.
see
He
you
got
losing.
Jamel. Frequent, you stupid as hell talking
No, the
about
hell
Kid
he
Austin
would
and
not
smoke her.
frequent. This guy is crazy. I try to let him live all the time.
You do what you want to do.
I be trying to let him live, man. And then it's like he wants my attention.
Like roaches, man. Can't leave
Yeah.
no food out.
Nah, but like you say, you know what I'm saying, Kid Austin, but you was ready to jump in the ring with him, and then everybody was justified. Oh, he had a belt, he was number two. But everybody knows you can be paid to move up in the rankings.
Kid Austin ain't even got the accolades that Herrera got. Herrera will stop Kid Austin. Everybody know that Kid Austin is flawed. He's muscle bound, so he's slow, and he smothers his work. Hell, that nigga had a damn life and death match with Renee Giron.
Mm-hmm.
Acting like that nigga was Superman in that ring.
Kid Austin trash. Now, whoever said he
I've
was a
been saying
world
he's
beater
trash.
before,
Yes, he's trash.
frequent?
He's been frequent. I mean, he's been trash frequent. The fuck you mean? He's been trash. Yeah, I said it. And I said it was a trash ass fight. And who gonna check it?
Yeah, but that's just so. What do you think? Because me, I'm of the opinion that competition matters more than your little trinkets. You know what I'm saying?
Competition does matter. Like competition matters the most, and the fans will tell you that. That's why certain fighters sell and don't. Earl Spence, he fought the toughest of the competition. That's why he's a pay-per-view star. Bud Crawford, not so much. That's why he don't sell like that, because Bud is an opportunistic fighter. He fights people when he wants to. He's not fighting the toughest competition around. And you know, he got Earl when he got Earl, but Bud ain't fighting the toughest competition. That's why people don't buy his shit like that. I mean, we just being honest.
Yeah, I
Like Earl
just
Spence is really
yeah.
the only name on his resume.
And that's why I can't understand why he's like putting him down the way he is. But we all know that Terrence Crawford been a hater, yo. So
Well, you know, Terrence Crawford been jealous of Earl Spence because
yeah,
Earl's
he
making big
jealous.
money. He thought Earl wasn't making no money because Terrence Crawford was getting $10 million for 3 fights, while Earl was making that in 1 fight. You know,
Some shameful
they
shit
didn't
going
know.
on, man.
They was living off that guaranteed money. They was getting fronted at work
Hmm. That's another thing why I don't understand why do more fighters not go to PBC. You know what I'm saying?
because a lot of fighters can't get they don't have a name, so they can't bet on themselves. Best time to go to PBC is when you develop the following. That way you could bet on yourself and you could reap your rewards. Because if you go to PBC and you ain't got no following or nothing, like you ain't gonna make so much. That's why like Pacquiao got his name, Mikey Garcia got their name. That's when they went to PBC, so you know they get that back end money. Because if Devin Haney was to be over there, like that shit he did with Regis Prograde, yeah, you know, that guarantee was that they got up front was more than what the fight made, basically. So you
Yeah,
know,
I think Abdullah would do good on PBC though.
oh yeah, he'd do great over there. In about
Yeah.
2 years, he'd be a pay-per-view star.
Yep. I don't know why they're not pushing him more. I feel like they got like a line. Maybe they want to push Keyshawn and then maybe Abdullah. But to me, Abdullah, I mean,
Because Abdullah's 20 years old. Keyshawn's like 25. So you know his peak
oh
and
yeah,
his time will be gone. While Abdullah still got a good 13 years left. Keyshawn got about 7 or 8.
yeah. Mm.
Hell yeah.
So wait, Andy Cruz is with he's with
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn,
Yep.
and De Los Santos is where? He's with PBC or he's with
PBC.
Okay, okay.
But
Mm.
Keyshawn said last year that he was gonna fight Andy Cruz and he ducked him the whole year. In 2023, he told Eddie Hearns in 2024 we can make the fight versus against Andy Cruz, and he never did. The man beat him 4 times, and you ain't trying to get no get back. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening with all of that either. I mean, what are they going to switch opponents? I guess it don't matter. My whole issue is like they want Tank to fight all these people, and then that interview that Shakur just did, he just said again, him and Keyshawn will never fight, and everybody's okay with that. But y'all are both in the same weight class. Why don't y'all fight? Y'all steady calling Tank name, turn to each other. I don't care about y'all little fake friendship.
It's because everybody want to see the top man go down. You feel me? That's everywhere. Everybody always wants to see the top person fall. So, you know, Keyshawn and Shakur not the top person. You know that Tank is. He's the pinnacle. So, you know, they want to see the pinnacle come down. That's why
Yeah,
they
but I
say it's
feel him
lonely
when
at
he
the
say,
top.
"What have you done?" You know what I'm saying? What have you done? And I don't think he's saying that as like using it as no duck mechanism. But it's like, yo, y'all fighting Chicks and all these other guys. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want me to get in the ring with all these so-called guys that could whoop me. Why don't you prove you could get in the ring with me? Because like I said, I mean, I like Keyshawn. He all right, but I don't. He ain't no world beater to me either. And he getting a little too cocky.
But you know what's crazy? Canelo doing worse than that, but ain't nobody said shit.
Upper,
It's
you were
okay for
preaching to the
Canelo.
choir. I've been saying Canelo robbing the bank without a gun, but everybody keeps telling me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Tank. As soon as you say anything about anybody, they got Tank Tourette's. They just got to spit out Tank name. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Like they really, that's what they used to do Earl Spence though. They used to do Spence before Tank. They was doing Spence like that. Like
Mhm.
Spence couldn't do no right, but he was fighting everybody.
I
Like
don't understand it.
that's what I'm saying. You can give a motherfucker everything they want, and they still won't be satisfied. Still will not be satisfied.
Yeah, well, I told you what it was. People don't want what you give them. They want what you have. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference.
Exactly. They not content with being a worker. They want to be the boss. You know what
But
I'm
don't
saying?
want
They
to put in
want
the work to be the boss. You know what I'm saying?
like everybody want to be Money Mayweather, right? But they don't realize that Pretty Boy Floyd had 38 fights where he wasn't making that type of money. You feel me? Like
Yep. That's what I say
he
all
had
the time.
like hell, he had 38 fights before he started making that type of chiller, skrilla. Like they forget about that shit. Like
Yeah,
hell, he
nobody
had
want
to
to be
put in.
Pretty Boy Floyd. They all want to be Money May, but forgot that Pretty Boy Floyd is the reason Money May exists.
Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd had to put in that work for years.
Yep. Yep. It's
Then he had to
ridiculous.
take a bullshit contract with Oscar De La Hoya just to get the name.
And that's what I keep on telling people. Like, yo, if Shakur really wanted that fight, he would have just took that one fight deal. It don't matter what it is. You talking about you just can't offer me anything. I ain't none of these other guys. But sir, you're on an undercard. You're not proving that this is not no even playing field. Just like I said, if you really believed in yourself, you would have took whatever deal was offered to you. Mayweather did against Oscar. He came to the ring first. He took a smaller ring, all that other crap. He took all of that just for his opportunity. Sometimes the opportunity is worth the cost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, but see, they don't know that. Exactly, 2 Cent. She said as soon as it was time for Crawford to make his big money fights, he fell in the background and fought Madrimov. Crawford never wanted to be a star. His fans stay crying. Exactly.
Nah,
Crawford
he
had
don't. He want to rob the bank too. He's been very strategic. He don't want to fight you if ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
salute to my brother Antonio King. And look, I appreciate everybody for supporting the grind. Can I get 2 people in the Cash App or the PayPal to support the grind for the day? Just 2 people. Can I
And
get
that's
2 people?
correct, GM.
What did he say?
He said Keyshawn wanted Wash Pedraza, Frank Martin, Pitbull Cruz, and Lamont, but say Tank been tricking the game for too long. Exactly.
Yeah, he brought motherfucking Pedraza damn near out of retirement to fight him. But he ducked
But
Frank
Tank
Martin
don't get no
anyway.
credit for it.
And ducked
But
Frank Martin.
yep. Oh yeah, hell yeah, he ducked Frank. Because when Frank pulled up on him I forgot what fight that was and checked that
I only
temperature.
got 8 fights.
Mhm.
What do you
Mhm.
want to fight me for?
Mhm. Then he started playing the victim.
I want to see. I still watch them right now. I still like to see that
Yep.
fight.
I would too. I watch him and Shakur.
Him and Shakur gonna be like Tank and Roach first fight. They gonna be in there trying not to hurt each other.
Who? Frank and Shakur?
No, I thought you were talking about Keyshawn and Shakur.
Nah, I'm talking about Frank.
Oh yeah, Frank. Yeah, it was talking about Frank versus
Ryo, wasn't it?
I thought Frank was supposed to be fighting De Los Santos, and then they started talking about Keyshawn and De Los Santos.
Well, that's because De Los Santos had to remind Keyshawn that he said he would fight him. So I think that's where that whole narrative started coming from.
That's what that was.
Yeah, because he had to
Oh,
he put up like a screenshot of them on the phone, like, did you forget you said he was gonna fight me? But De Los Santos, he should take like a tune up first to make sure he's
he
all right.
better.
Oh, he got like
He
a
better.
medical issue or something. He got like
Yeah, he
medical
been out for
problems.
2 years with a shoulder injury and blood clots. And this nigga's about 180 pounds, so he got to lose that weight first. Like, he going to be trash his first fight back. And that's all Keyshawn and them fans need is for him to come out there and stop De Los Santos. And they were like, yeah. And I'm like,
Well,
here we go.
if he does, that's gonna put him directly in the crosshairs of Shakur because they're gonna compare the two fights.
Well, I've showed y'all that Keyshawn has took shots at Shakur at least twice. Like, it's like a tentative partnership right now. Keyshawn is waiting for Shakur to fuck up just so he can go at his ass. Really, I think it's Shakur that don't want to fight. I feel like Keyshawn does want.
Keyshawn will fight him. Like I said, Keyshawn getting a little big headed. You know what I'm saying? A little homie, he could fight, but he's really buying into that whole top rank, medicine because Keyshawn, they putting you in there with guys you can beat still. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really facing adversity. Like you said, what happened to the Frank Martin fight?
Hell, you can go to the Nahir Albright fight. Nahir Albright was on that nigga ass. That fight in Texas, 3 fights ago. He barely won that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta chill out. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, I just feel like he used Tank name to gain a fan base, and now he trying to go far away. He trying to keep that belt as long as he can. Talking about people want to see me versus Pitbull. Nobody asked for that shit,
That's
nigga.
what I'm saying. I'm like, who said that? Where do these people be at that saying that? Am I in the wrong circles? Because I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like
He
that.
know Pitbull. He know Pitbull's a free is an easy ticket.
Um, I don't know because Keyshawn liked to fight, and that's the type of fights that Pitbull like.
Yeah, exactly, Lee. He been throwing little shots at Shakur. Like that they showed that video where Shakur was talking about me and Keyshawn fighting, and Keyshawn he responded quick as hell, talking about, well, send the contract in, nigga. And that's when Shakur said, yeah, they gotta give me $200 million to fight my brother Keyshawn. After Keyshawn did that post, I said, you backtracking, little bitch.
Did you see that? Did you see him on Fight Hype? When he the one he just did yesterday, where he was talking about some him and Keyshawn. He's hoping that Keyshawn can collect another belt, and then one of them gonna move up. More than likely, it's gonna be Keyshawn, but they're not gonna fight. I'm like, listen to this fraudulent Negro right here.
But this is their king of the division. Niggas
I
is
don't
soft
sound that
nowadays, man.
king. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous, but he got to
These
stop.
boxers
He
are
got to
soft.
stop.
These
Yeah,
boxers
they
are
are.
soft as shit now. They
Definitely.
don't want no goddamn smoke. They soft as shit.
So who you think is next for Shakur? I mean, because it should be Zepeda, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why they talking about Tank, but it should be Zepeda or another tough. I think he needs a tough fight. Like, I don't understand why he continues with these soft touches. How does he think that's preparing him for a fight with Tank? You don't want to fight
He
punchers. You don't
I
want to
think he
fight
gonna
nobody that
fight.
can move.
I think he gonna fight Joe Cordina next
What make you think that he gonna circle back that far?
because that's who he was supposed to fight, and Joe Cordina still wants to fight him.
Hmm. Joe Cordina with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah,
Oh, so that
Joe
should be
Cordina is
now
with
fight.
Eddie Hearn, and see Joe Cordina's with Eddie Hearn, and see they done paid to move him up in the rankings. So Joe Cordina got moved up in the rankings after he got knocked out at 130. And it's a free bag for Shakur, basically. So
That's what I'm
you know
talking
how
about,
that
yo.
how
This
that
is
shit be
exactly what
right
I'm
there.
talking about. Them rankings is flawed. Them belts is tricky. Like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because Padley wasn't ranked either, was he?
In there. Shout out to my brother Richard Laddie in the Cash App with the $2 holler. He say for the grind. I appreciate you, King. Thank you for supporting the channel. I just need one more person to support the grind for the day. Can we get one more in the Cash App? And if anybody, Kevin House, salute, bro. And if anybody want to hop up here with me and Miss Ty, they can. We got a few more minutes left. If
Was
y'all want to
Padley
hop up here.
ranked?
No, Paddy was not ranked.
I
He was
didn't
not
think
ranked.
so.
The
I
man was
didn't
an
think so.
electrician. His day job was a fucking electrician. He did electric work on Wednesday, and on Friday, well, on Saturday he had a fight. So like the
On
man
Friday he
really,
made weight, and then Sunday he fought. This is
actually he
crazy.
didn't even make weight. He didn't even make weight. He was off a couple pounds, but they let it slide. Like that
But
nigga,
they
he
told me
wasn't
Herrera
even.
couldn't fight because Herrera couldn't make weight.
Herrera could make weight because he had a fight the next week. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. Like he just see. This is what I mean by what he says versus what is really going on.
He didn't want to fight Herrera because Herrera's 18-0 with 16 knockouts. I think
That's
he's
what
a
I'm saying.
90%. And it's crazy because that if he would have fought Herrera, that would have answered all his questions about De Los Santos that his fans had about him not being able to fight that tight. Because
Exactly.
they fight the same way, but Herrera's a little bit better.
And then, like
So
I said, I don't know if you
he
saw the fight hype interview, but he talking about some. When they asked him, "Oh, do you think that this the Tank was distracted?" He was like, "I'm not giving him no excuses. It's the same Tank we've been seeing. No excuses, sir. Aren't you the one who put your love letter to your girlfriend on the screen after your fight, talking about your stomach hurt and all of this, talking about people making excuses? Like Shakur
like
is all
this,
smoke and mirrors, yo."
and what's crazy is when Shakur was at 130, I used to be like, man, that nigga a beast. Especially when he beat motherfucking his for the belt. What's the nigga name?
You said who?
Jamel
Harrington?
Herring.
Harrington? Yeah.
Yeah, when he beat Jamel Herring, and then he turned around and beat Valdez. I said, okay, Shakur, okay, KK. And then this nigga didn't even make weight to fight Casasiao. And I really, and that Casasiao fight really was tough for that nigga for real. Casasiao was on that nigga ass. And the only reason that Shakur, I think, won because Casasiao had to make that weight. He was overweight too, but he sat there and drained himself to lose that extra pound. Shakur didn't even try to lose the 3 pounds. He said, fuck it. So Casasiao was drained getting that extra weight off of him, while Shakur said, fuck it. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, that don't make it. What weight is because I know he said he wanted to fight. I know he called out Tio, and then he called out one of the what's the one that just fought Rio? Did Antoine Russell, or did he call out the other one?
Who?
Shakur.
I don't think he called out Antoine Russell, did he?
He called out one of them. Yes, he did. He said he would fight the other one, so he'll fight him. And I know he called out Tio.
I know Gary Russell called him out back in the day. And he ducked him.
That's the one I'm talking about. But well, he's saying now he'll fight him, but him, Tio, but are they at 140?
Antoine Russell's at 140. He got the belt.
Tio.
Yeah. Lee Jackson said that nigga gonna fight Joe Cordina, and the contract was already signed. Yep. That's why I said he's going back to fight Cordina.
Mm. Yeah, he got to step it up, man.
Hey, shout out to my brother, Brian the King with the 222 in the cash app. My brother Windy City with the $2 cash app, and Miss Foxy Brown with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, Queen. Thank y'all for supporting the grind for the day. I appreciate all y'all. But yeah, Shakur, he signed that contract. Huh?
You said Shakur signed the contract to fight Cordina already?
Yeah, they still got that contract. And like, that's why Cordina was mad when he signed to fight Kid Austin. But Eddie Hearns don't have no fighters for Shakur to fight at 135. Yeah. I'm surprised Shakur ain't fighting Montana Love at 140. That's Eddie's boy, Montana Love.
That's why I don't understand why he signed with Eddie. Like, it just didn't make any sense. I don't know if it was because Eddie's backed by Turkey and he know that he can get an inflated bag when he don't deserve it, or like, what was his reasoning? Because there's no Eddie fighters Hearns, for you.
Eddie Hearns is the one that fucked up the game before. Like, he was overplaying people like Demetrius Andrade and Devin Haney for fights. Like, Devin Haney was getting money that he didn't deserve. Well, I can't say what people didn't deserve. Like, Devin Haney was getting record-breaking numbers for bullshit-ass fights. Like, he was getting bullshit fights, making $2 and $3 million off these bullshit fights. So was Boo Boo Andrade. That's why Boo Boo Andrade didn't get the Canelo or the Triple G fight, because they was all signed to Eddie Hearns, and Eddie Hearns kept him away. Nigga, I'm paying you. You gonna fight these people right here, and that's what Eddie was doing. So Shakur seen a way, because as you see, Shakur's not selling. Even on Top Rank, they moved the man to Thursday. Then they had him on the undercard. Like, Shakur, his value had plummeted. Like, his value dropped like stocks in a market crash. So, they had to figure out a way to he had to figure out where to go. And then Top Rank did that hit piece on Shakur and showed motherfuckers falling asleep and leaving the damn fight. That really fucked up his image. Huh? Yeah, even Bud was.
Including Bud Crawford was asleep.
Hell yeah, everybody was sleeping that shit, dog. Like, we ain't act like they wasn't.
That's
look at Andre. Look at Andre Ward. He fighting to keep them eyes open. Like, man,
yes, he is. Y'all ain't gonna catch me sleep. There's another one with Bud head back, mouth wide open. You could tell he was snoring too.
Look at the nigga with the glasses. He gone. That nigga behind Bud with the shades. He out. He out cold.
That's a damn shame.
I said Shakur got a new super move. You ever play Street Fighter?
No.
Oh, well, you know, Ken, Ryu, and Akuma, they used to have this punch called the Dragon Punch. They used to call it the Sora Ryukin, right? Shakur got that same motherfucking punch, but it's called Now You're Sleeping. Instead of the Sora Ryukin, it's Now You're Sleeping.
But that man, Porsche, I don't know, man. I want him to do better. I want him to be the star that he thinks he is. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Man,
I want him to be the star that he thinks
man,
he is. And that
Shakur,
comes with
shout
tougher
out to
fights.
323 Quick in the building. Now you're sleeping. Man, I don't think Shakur can be the star that he wants to be because the damn star that he is, man, let him tell it, man, he the biggest and the bestest of everything.
That's what
He
I'm
the
saying. He's
biggest
not
and the
even
bestest.
realistic, yo. He's not. How do you justify being on the undercard but then run around here calling yourself the best? I mean, I hear him say people ducking him, but I mean, why?
Man, Shakur's a fucking groupie, dog. See, this nigga was a goddamn groupie.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like,
Mm.
nigga, how can you disrespect taking you? You sit up here so fucking happy to be in his presence. Like, come on, bro. Like, nigga, that was groupie ass. That's
And
groupie
you
ass
at all his
mentality.
fights. You at all his fights.
Bro, like when he fought Frank Martin, Shakur was one of the first people in the back trying to congratulate Tank, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's like, nigga, you been a fan. Like, come on, bro. Like,
That's a
everywhere
shame.
Tank went, you got this nigga right here.
That's what I said. He go to all his fights. Go to all
Nigga,
his
he your
fights.
goddamn idol for real, nigga. And you want me
That's
to show
why
you
he
the
can't.
and you want me to show you the most goofiest shit though?
Let me see. I want to see.
Oh, but Tank. But Tank. This is Tank, y'all. Look how happy he is.
He
He's the one.
is.
He's pointing over there. He's the one. He's the one.
They was cool until Shakur started running around here to my old Tank will never fight me. Like, don't say that. That's why Abdul was setting them straight. Like, nah, we could fight.
Yeah, to see his hands look fine in all those pictures.
That's because
It's
he's
crazy.
winning.
It's crazy. It's crazy. They said Shakur's grandfather lied talking about Shakur hands for the last 7 fights have been injured. And I said that's cap. That's bullshit. Because if you go back to the last 7 fights, so that means his hands was injured versus Valdez. His hands was injured versus Jamel Herring. Like his hands was injured versus Yoshino, which he stopped. His hands was injured versus RTM. Like, come on, Shakur. His hands went injured versus Conceição. But you said the last 7 fights, right? And like that's
I feel like this
motherfucking
is just a built-in excuse to have for him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
because
like
that's
he used
if they
that
saying
whenever he
that
feel
that's
like he don't want to fight somebody.
so if they saying that then that knockout he got on Jamel Herring, you right? That's Jamel Herring, that's Valdez, Conceição, Yoshino. Like you're invalidating all these wins because your hand was fucked up. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Get
That's what
yourself
I'm
the fuck
saying.
together.
He just used that
Like,
excuse whenever he feels like it suits the situation.
it, look at GM. He said they interviewed Wally mid-fight and asked if there was an issue with his left hand, and he said no. Of course.
Yeah, his grandfather was there last night. Tank's scared. I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? Nobody even mentioned Tank when he was doing the when they was interviewing from fight hype. Like, yo, y'all just can't help yourselves. Y'all niggas got Tank Tourette's, all of y'all. Nobody even mentioned no damn Tank. He was talking about Devin at the time. And here you Tank's scared. I'm like, scared of what?
They be the funniest motherfuckers, I swear.
Yeah, I don't, and I
Those
want to
mo-
know when this hand issue develops. That's what I need to go back and research. When did your hand issues really develop? Like when people started complaining about your performances? Because that seems to be when it started aligning.
Yep, exactly. The ref stopped the Yoshino fight, but shout out to my brother Knight Rider in the building. Salute. He said, "Have you even seen the post-fight clip from Edwin fight when Shakur said he was scared in there too?" Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what
No,
happened.
I didn't see that. I gotta go look for that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you when he fought Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin caught that nigga in the second round. And when Edwin caught him in the second round, he hurt Shakur's body and Shakur was trying to block. So I know his hand got in the way of that and his shoulder. That's why Shakur was getting the fuck away from there. That motherfucking powder. That power, right? That power was on his ass. But that's what I'm saying. But his Wally tried to say his last 7 fights, and I'm like, you can't say that because that's Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez, Yoshino, Edwin De Los Santos, RTM Haragurian. No,
Haratunian. And you know what? You right. So I just
I
read.
forgot what I said. I ain't trying to say Haratun. What I always say? Hayarosho, RTM Hayarosho. I couldn't remember that. The Hayarosho.
Backhanding
That
his own fights. Like they are yo.
yeah. So like, if your hand was fucked up for 7 fights, you wouldn't have stopped Jamel Herring. You wouldn't have beat Valdez, Robinson Casasiao, Yoshino, Edwin De Los Santos, RTM Hayurashiro, and motherfucking just now Padley. Like that's your last 7 fights.
Yeah. And what was that? It started at what, 130 or 126 is his problem?
Keep it going for me for 1 second. I'm about to
Does Shakur have arthritis?
keep it going for me for 1 second.
Yeah, I'm good. I got you.
All right, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Now I just feel like maybe, Shakur needs to put himself in position to garner some more eyes. And the way that he would do that is by having tougher competition. But I'm not so sure that he has the confidence in himself to even have or to face tougher competition because um, who was that he fought that said when they hit him in his stomach, he felt like he was about to throw up. So I don't even know if that's something he's interested in. He looks like he's not interested in getting pieced up, which obviously nobody want to go in there and just, what I'm saying, punch on each other like that. I get it, his defense, whatever, but he still got to engage, yo. He be fighting like he's scared, and I really don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. 2 Cent, you can hear me? I can't hear you, 2 Cent. Can't, 2 Cent. Oh, she must have dropped off. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, Night Rider, and see, because I definitely want to see that. But he just fights scared to me. Like you don't really,
$5.
I don't know. He don't look like, huh?
I said shout out to 323 Quick in the cash app with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, Quick. 2 Cent was just up here, but then she left. I don't know what the hell just happened.
I think
But I'm about
she having trouble connecting. But no, I don't know if you heard me, but I was just saying the way he would garner more fans it would be to fight tougher competition. But I don't even think he's confident enough in himself to do that. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he likes to get hit. We still don't know what his chin looked like. You know what I'm saying? And then these rumored suspicious hands. You know what I'm saying?
well, I know his body's not right.
What you mean?
Like his body, like he can't take nothing to the body.
Yeah. He don't look like he want to take nothing to the face neither.
Yeah, yo, what's going on, y'all?
What's
What's
up,
up? We
Queen?
can hear you now.
What up, chat? What up, Upper? What up, Ty? What up, homie?
Good.
What's
Man,
going
I was
on,
just,
2 Cent?
I hear Shakur been the topic of discussion lately, and it's some questions I have that I keep asking, and nobody is answering them. Up, like I'm asking Shakur, if you saying Shakur Hand's been injured his last 7 fights, up, or how many years is that?
I just sat there and said it. That's
Wait,
Jamel
I thought you said
Herring.
he was at what, 126?
Yeah, that's
127?
Jamel. That's
So
Jamel
damn near his
Herring.
whole
That's
career,
Oscar
right?
Val. Huh?
Damn near his whole career, right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's all his fights. If his hands were so
And
fucked up, why was he pressing Devin Haney then?
and then it's like, okay, You saying his hands was messed up for 7 years, the last 7 fights, and then allegedly he just had the surgery and he was 100%, and then he hurt his hand in the Padley fight, and I just feel like y'all are telling us his hands are injured. We're seeing his hands are injured, and you're saying he's been injured the last 7 fights, but it's like y'all want us to ignore that reality and think that he's going to get in the rings with the likes of a Tank Davis or a Gary Russell. It's so contradicting. It is
Motherfuckers
like
that will motherfuckers that will
it's
press
like
the gas on his ass.
and everybody's ignored. Like no, it's ignored. Like they bring up Shakur fighting somebody. I'm like, y'all, what about the man hands, y'all? That's the reality of Shakur's situation. Shakur is not excelling. He's not improving. And when I was saying I think Shakur
Like
has
he's going
peaked,
backwards. He's
I
regressing. It
said.
Oh,
looks
he's
like.
definitely regressing.
But I don't know if you remember me saying this, but I said I feel like Shakur has peaked, and everybody's like, you don't know what you talking about, you don't know shit about boxing, and I'm like, y'all, he's not getting any better. He's not getting any better, y'all. He's
Nope.
really not. He's fighting less and lesser competition. He's fighting on Thursdays and undercard. It's like we ignoring the whole reality of what is actually factually going on, and y'all are just focusing on what they are saying. What
And
they are
that's
saying is nowhere near the reality of what's going on. So I just like Shakur gonna fight Joe Cordina because I was wondering, why did they come out and be like, oh, I'm willing to wait for Tank? I talked about it on my show. I think Ty was there. So
yeah. I
now
was
I'm
there too. I
saying,
I
mentioned
said
that.
I said that right there. They doing a subterfuge because
yeah,
what they're trying to do, they're trying to put it like, oh, we
It's
ready
on
to fight
tape.
Tank. We ready to fight
Mm-hmm.
Tank, but Tank ain't trying to come over here and fight us. Like they trying to
Mm-hmm.
do a built-in shit. Like Tank not trying
But
to come over here and fight us.
see, that's what I was just saying too. Like what he says and what he does are two completely different things, and it's like nobody's calling him to the carpet.
but this was
But see,
crazy. I could
like
not
fans,
have
like
this
fans.
conversation.
So check
I
this
could
out,
not
right?
have this conversation.
Fans,
Oh, go ahead.
hold on, check this out. Fans, when they hate the top dog, they don't give a fuck what other people do. Like Terrence Crawford was doing that hate campaign with Earl Spence. But the fact that people hated Earl Spence so bad, they didn't give a fuck about none of that shit right there. It's like the means to an end. They don't give a fuck about that shit. They just want to see the top guy fall. And that's all that shit be. They be wanting to see the top person go down by
Wendy
any
just put it
means
on the
necessary.
Wendy just put it
Shakur,
on in the chat. Since Jamel
Shakur definitely.
Namathiliah, 2021, that was his last 7 fights since 2021. So since 2021, his hands have been quote unquote not right.
So his hands wasn't right when
So
he was
this,
pressing Devin Haney either, right? Basically is what they saying.
yeah, I guess so. And then I'm looking at those. Let me say this. I'm trying to talk on my panel about Shakur Stevenson and who he fight next. They cannot talk about Shakur Stevenson without talking about Tank. It's
That's true.
ridiculous. I'm like,
That's
y'all,
Because
true.
if you
we're
talk
talking
about
about Shakur Stevenson, and they're gonna try to say, oh well, since Tank didn't want to fight me, I'm gonna fight Joe Cordina. When the fact that Tank doesn't want to fight you has nothing to do with the competition you're fighting.
okay,
I
you can
don't I
fight
don't know how
Herrera.
they get away with that.
Herrera wants to fight you, Shakur. Fight him.
And that's the same. And that's what brings me to what I asked you, Upper. Are we talking about competition or trinkets? Because as soon as you mention somebody like Herrera, they'll say, "Oh, what has he done? He's in the top 10. He doesn't have a belt." Meanwhile, we're allowing him not to fight his fake brother, Keyshawn. If it's all about the belts, then it's all about the belts, and you should be going after whoever got them. If it's about competition, then you need to step up your competition. It's just plain and simple. Is this the spot
And
where
no,
that? Clubhouse, yeah.
Hold on.
you gotta mute it.
You say what?
That's you gotta mute it. That's how they be copyrighting your finding your video when the sound on.
Yeah, I'm cool. It don't matter. I'm already top rank. Top rank don't be hitting me like that. They just take top rank and just take the proceeds. They don't be doing like the zone do. You feel me? It's the zone that does that fuck shit. But
And
watch this
another
right.
thing, no,
All right, here we go. His hands don't look hurt in this video.
why I said I think they use that hand excuse when it fits them. And my biggest issue with Shakur is he's a dog as long as he's not facing one. As soon as he's facing a dog, it's always some extra nonsense with him.
That is exactly what he does in his career.
Yeah, if you don't think he can beat him, it's a problem.
Recent fights have been.
Yeah, see.
Only one left hand swung by Shakur Stevenson in the last 2 rounds. Round number 9.
Yeah, it was.
On the line.
But yeah, that was something that GM wanted me to show.
But my question is like, what's really wrong with his hands though? Like, no, it seems like it's not a secret they're injured. We see them. Like, why nobody saying what's wrong with him? Because I seen those pictures put up his hands. That it looked like he got rheumatoid arthritis or something. Like, what's really going with
that? It's just one thing about it. What the fuck was that?
Me laughing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't do my laugh, Upper. Don't do that.
Oh, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I didn't know what the hell that shit was.
I mean, his hands look horrible. His knuckles all swollen.
But what it is, right? One thing about it, like his hands, right? That's like most people that when you tape up your hands and you fight with your hands and everything, like, you know, your shit gonna get bruised. Like people, let me let y'all. GM wants y'all to hear this real quick. Hold on, I'm about to play it right there about Shakur's hands. Hold on. All right, y'all gotta make sure y'all can hear it. So y'all be quiet for just a second. I'm about to play it right now. Listen to the announcer. Here we go.
Bernardo, I just spoke with Wally Moses and wanted to throw it more, so the offense is coming. Yeah, we'll see. But the problem.
You already said?
No, because your thing went out.
He said his hand is fine.
Yeah, he said I just talked to Wally Moses. Hold on, here we go again. I'm gonna play it again. Hold on. All right, here you go.
Yes, it's okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Hold on. Why the fuck is this shit?
Good jab right there from Gary Santos. Now he's taking on the just a single. Asked him about Shakur's left-handed. It was okay. And he said, yes, it's okay. I actually want him to throw it more. So the
you hear that? So he said, I asked him about Shakur. He said, I asked him about Shakur's left hand. He said, is it okay? He said, yeah, I actually want him to throw it more. So
they'll go back to what Ty was saying about how it's and that's what I'm saying. Your hands is an issue. It's an excuse when it's convenient. But when we mention you an opponent, we like, well, what about his hands? Oh, forget his hands. He can beat him with his hurt hands. And as soon as you get in there and get beat, oh, his hands was hurt. And it's just weird. Like, bruh, y'all be realistic. Let Shakur get his hands together if he can even get his hands together. He obviously can't get them together. He just had a surgery and he was 100%, and then he hurt him in the Padley fight.
So obviously he wasn't 100%, and that goes back to what you said, Toussaint. What exactly is wrong with the boy hands?
Is he being pressured and forced to fight? That's my next question.
Because
why they not allowing him? Why they allowing him? Why are they allowing him to fight 7 fights with an injured hand? One, and why is he rushing back so much after surgery when he hasn't healed? 2. You get what I'm saying? Like this whole situation is very weird in my opinion.
I got a funny suspicion that Jay Prince got him in a 360 deal or something. Cause ain't no way.
He's in a 360. But one thing about it, his hands are fine. A lot of people when they fight and they punch, your hands swell up. They swell up. That's what his shit does. It swell up because if you see the video he did the day after, a couple of days ago, his shit was fine. Like some people just swell easy, and you know
No,
his
but
hands swell.
when I see his hands, like if you see pictures of him now and you look at his hands, like I wasn't being funny, like he got the big old knuckle. It looks like he got rheumatoid arthritis. I'm not joking when I say that. He got like big different size knuckles and
But
they
you know
look
something?
bad. And
You
like you
know
don't
something?
even punch. I've seen
Two
people
cents.
but
2 cents.
yeah.
Check this out, right? All my knuckles are different sizes. All my fingers are crooked. They pointing in different damn directions. Like my fingers aren't even straight. Like the tips of my fingers, like they turn to the left, turn to the right. Like my shits have been fucked up. This comes from punching and punching and punching. Like you destroying this shits. Like
Punching with
you know,
gloves on up or just punching in the street.
with gloves on, my shits up. Like like you got that tape on there. You still punching. Like my fingers are not straight. You feel
But
what I'm
Shakur
saying?
don't
Like
even hit that hard, bro. Like you hurting yourself hitting with that
yeah,
power you got.
you right on that. You right on that one. Never mind.
That's
Yeah,
what I
I
don't
never seen him.
understand. Like you don't
Nobody
hit that
hurt
hard. Like
themselves.
I could see if you had like some power where you popping, knocking people out and all that type of stuff, hurting the person that's holding your mitts because you punch so hard. He's not doing that.
He said
He's
Shakur need
not
a
doing
hand
that.
clap.
Nah, and then he hurt himself doing what was that sparring the last time he was out with the hand injury. So it
Hey,
just seems like
and y'all
steady.
know what's crazy? And y'all know what's crazy? I sat there and pointed it out, right? So he threw that punch and he went down because he acted like he hurt his hand. But tell me why he went down and was holding himself up with the same hand that he supposedly hurt. Like
That's
if
what
he
I'm
hurt his
saying. It just all looked fake and staged. Like it was like a delayed reaction.
and
Everything.
then
Everything was
and then look, then he had the wrong hand wrap when he was up there talking the next day. Because look, he had his left hand wrapped and he threw the right hand. You know they always talking about his left hand messed up, right?
mm-hmm.
That was a right to the body that he threw, remember? He threw the right hand to the person's body.
This guy.
Y'all remember because his back was toward us. He threw that right hand and then he started clutching after he threw that right hand to the
And
body.
fell on the ground screaming, yeah. And even the nigga that he hit
Yeah,
looked at him like, what's wrong with this cat? Yeah. Like,
exactly. And then look, then he had the next hand wrapped. And I'm like, bro, you got the wrong hand wrap, bro. What the fuck? Like, that wasn't the hand you hurt. You threw it right.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like if Shakur really wanted these quote unquote big fights in the tank fight, we wouldn't be as privy to the hand injury as we are. You get what I'm saying? Because because I feel like why do they keep like why they not trying to keep this a little bit more of a secret than they are? Because it shows a weakness in Shakur. So that makes me believe you're not about to fight no big competition right now because they already know they're gonna get in there and just start punching on your hands.
and that goes back to what I said, the built-in excuse as to why he's not fighting tougher competitions. But if you want to be the star that you claim that you are, you might want to
Because
step it up in competition.
if he fights stepped up competition and he loses, then he messes up his bag. One thing about anybody that knows, if you're in the 130-pound division to the 140-pound division, there is no bigger payday out there for your whole career than Tank Davis. Second, it might be Ryan Garcia, but Ryan done moved up the welterweight. But everybody knows from the 126s, that's why you had motherfucking Elijah Pierce and all them. Everybody, even what's the nigga name that got beat by Nick Ball? Ray. Ray. Even Ray was trying
Vargas,
to call out, huh?
Ray Vargas,
Nah, Ray, the one that got beat by Nick Ball.
the one that got kicked. Who was that?
The one that lost his belt to Nick Ball.
Oh, in Saudi. Was that in Saudi?
Raymond
No, that
Ford.
wasn't.
I mean Raymond
Raymond
Ford.
Ford. Yeah,
Yeah.
Raymond Ford.
Remember he called out Tank and Tank said, I already told you. He was like, yeah, I'm just trying to get a payday. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to get a payday. Everybody know you're not gonna get a bigger payday than Tank Davis. From
That's
motherfucking
insane, bro.
from 126 all the way to 147. Tank Davis is the payday. Motherfuckers are trying to fight Tank. Just like Canelo was everybody's payday from 160, Well, 154 up to 175, they know Canelo the payday. That's the cash cows, because Earl Spence used to be a cash cow. Like, everybody know, like, what Roach just made. You can add up the money that all the money that Keyshawn Davis has made in his career, and all the money that Lamont Roach has made, and you can times it by 2, and that's what Lamont Roach made versus Tank. All them fights right there. Like, you can get a career worth of fights in one night. Frank Martin has made more in his Tank fight than Shakur has made in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
Shakur not fighting Tank.
Ryan Garcia as Tank's B-side. Tank's B-side, Ryan Garcia made more money than Devin Haney made in his entire career times 2 with one fight versus Tank.
Yeah. At one point, wasn't Shakur talking about fighting Ryan? Remember when they did that whole FaceTime on IG?
Him and Keyshawn.
Ryan Garcia would stop Shakur.
Him and Keyshawn was talking about that shit until Ryan told them both to bring it on. Then they was like, nah.
Yep.
Ryan would have smoked. Ryan would have smoked both of their asses.
Yep.
Say what you want. Ryan can box, and he got power and he's speed.
Yeah, he's not the best boxer, but he likes to brawl. You know what I'm saying? And that left is lightning fast.
Actually, Ryan is a pretty good boxer. People don't give him credit for it, but Derrick James had him tighten up the fundamentals, and he's good with that right hand as well as the left.
Yeah, I just can't get over that raggedy ass shoulder roll.
Yeah, that's his Tijuana taco. That's Tijuana taco right there.
That shoulder roll, I'm dead with that.
He's learning it though. Like, Floyd was teaching it to him, so he's still learning. Like, right now, it's called the Tijuana stuffed taco. But
nah, but I don't think he would fight him. But that's what I'm saying about his competition. You didn't go fight a Ryan. You didn't go fight anybody that's a big puncher. You know what I'm saying? They could get you ready for a Tank. You think you ready off of fighting the guys you've been fighting lately? Like, that makes sense to you?
Yeah. That's that bullshit.
Yeah, I think he beats both of them. I think
that
Ryan beats Shakur and Keyshawn.
Like I think Sepeda beats the shit out of Shakur, honestly.
Sepeda looked like trash in that former fight, though. I ain't gonna lie up.
I don't know if
because they was drug testing or what, but Sepeda did not look.
You must didn't see what I said. You must wasn't here at the beginning.
I wasn't.
What I said was
the beginning, but he.
Well, check this out, right? Check this out, right? I said at the beginning. I said since it was stringent drug testing, I said I'm gonna go on a limb and say William Sepeda is not the same person with drug testing. I say William Sepeda is used to throwing between 12 to 1,500 punches in a fight. I said this man was tired in the 7th round. I said we've never seen William Sepeda get tired, and I say that tells me a lot right there. Like it ain't shit you can tell me. Like William Sepeda, like nigga. With the drug testing, your ass is getting tired in the middle of the fight. You're not the same fighter. But see, Tevin Farmer wanted drug testing because, like, I feel like Tevin Farmer already did his cycling. He's done got to where he needs to be. That's what he did when he took his 2 years off. Now he's ready. He got his power. He got everything up. His last, like this man, Tevin Farmer had 35 fights, 2 cent. And only has 6 knockouts in 35 fights, right? 6 knockouts in 35 fights. Then he comes back. He takes Avery Sparrow and drops Avery Sparrow in his first fight back. He didn't knock him out, but he dropped him. He almost finished him. Second fight, he stopped the nigga, right? In the 6th round. Third fight, he stopped the nigga in the 1st round. He punched him through the high guard and stopped him while he was blocking. Like, he punched through the nigga's guard and crashed him out. I'm like, wow. Then he fought Muratalla, dropped him. But check this out. Muratalla fought Nakathila, right? And Nakathila is a big puncher. Muratalla walked that nigga down. He didn't give a fuck about Nakathila's power. Muratalla felt Tevin Farmer's power. That nigga was on skates the whole fucking night. Then Farmer fights William Sepeda. He's the first person to ever put William Sepeda down on the canvas. At the end of that fight, William Sepeda says Tevin Foreman has power. We've never heard that his entire career, but ever since he come back from that 2-year layoff, this man has had power that it can't be explained. They took
Tevin that grown man power that they were supposed to take to Devin. They accidentally dropped it off with Tevin.
Okay.
And look, and Tevin already said before, he said they're gonna say I'm on something. Of course we're gonna say you on something. Nigga, your ass is knocking shit out. When you had 6 knockouts, nigga, you had a worse knockout percentage than Paulie Malignaggi. Now you coming in wrecking everybody. What the fuck? Like, nigga, we not stupid.
Yeah, something ain't right with that.
It definitely ain't right. But then when we was talking about it earlier, then Frequent wanted to bring up Ryan Garcia. I'm like, bro, what did they have to do with Ryan?
They're not gonna let that go. Only thing I cannot wait until they rematch, if that rematch ever happens. They're not gonna let it go until Ryan whoop him again and he's clean. You know what I'm saying?
When Ryan fights him again, he's gonna end Devin's career. And I hate to see it
because now he got a point to prove.
I don't think they're gonna rematch.
I don't think so either.
Turkey trying to push that rematch and see everybody talking about his excellency and all this shit. But they don't realize Turkey don't give a fuck about Bill or Devin. He can't stand their asses. If not, why he put Devin and Tio on a Spirit plane, but he flew Ryan back on a private? You feel what I'm saying? And listen, Ryan is with Golden Boy. You know, Turkey just bought.
Hold on. I'm not trying to cut you off, but what? He put Tio and I seen Tio and Devin on. I seen that they was on the same flight, but I wasn't aware that Ryan was on a private flight. I wasn't aware that.
You don't remember when I said? I think I even said it on your panel. I said why they make. I was asking NHA.
I thought you was being funny.
No, I was dead serious.
Ryan got a private flight. He was on a private flight.
Yeah, and they made like 6 stops on that Spirit flight. They didn't fly direct.
Exactly.
They made like 6 flights. I was being dead serious when I told NHA that. I said, if Turkey got so much money, why did the Spirit flight that him and that Tio and Devin was going to make like 6 stops?
That is crazy, bro.
And Ryan got a non-stop flight.
That's crazy.
Ryan,
that's what I'm saying. Why y'all? That's what I'm saying. Bill should not be over there fucking with them people like that. Like I feel however I feel about Bill and Devin, but I'm objective at the same time. Like
exactly.
they can't say, oh, that's fucked up because they've been having Turkey Johnson in their mouth so long they can't pop it out their mouth now. So now everything they do, they gotta try to justify it, and they about to start sounding foolish. Because ain't no way Devin's supposed to be on a car with racist, quote unquote, racist Ryan and Tio on a Mexican car. He the only nigga on there. He getting booed like this. This is insane, and the justification of this is not cool. It's not cool. And y'all running around here talking about, oh well, Turkey paid off the lawsuit and Turkey did this. Why does Turkey? I know he didn't. And I think I did a video about it. Like, why the hell would Turkey do that? Why does he care enough to do that? And if Turkey did pay off the lawsuit and Bill did drop the lawsuit, I think the lawsuit is stupid, but it's even weaker for you to drop the lawsuit than it is to file it. Because you're going against everything you claim you stood for. Now, I might not agree with everything you saying you stand for, but I can appreciate the fact that you standing up for something regardless of all the backlash and the scrutiny that you getting. But then to say, oh, he paid me the money, I'm going to drop it. That shit weak.
No, but see, and that's why he got so mad at, what's his name, Gabriel, or whatever, when he called him money, he called him hoes for the money.
Gabe Rosado.
Gabe Rosado, that's 100% true. Like,
but guess what? Turkey is not paying for that thing. He told them, if y'all want another fight, y'all gonna have to drop that damn lawsuit. That's exactly what Turkey told them.
But they didn't drop it though. They have to report every 30 days. They on a 90-day what you call it. Every 30 days they have to check in with the judge.
Yeah, I know.
They have to tell them the update. That lawsuit is not over. It's not dropped. It's not none of that.
If he's not dropping the lawsuit, he don't want the rematch. Period.
No, he don't want the damn rematch.
But see, look.
The point I was trying to make.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all check this out, right? This is what I've been saying. They've been sitting here glazing that nigga Turkey this whole time, and Turkey is setting Devin up to get knocked the fuck out by Ryan. Look, Turkey is with Golden Boy. They done bought the Ring magazine. Him and Oscar is good friends right now. They are sitting here about to set Devin Haney up because no matter what you say, Devin and Ryan did almost a $5 million gate. and they did 330,000 pay-per-views. That's damn near a $30 million fight. So the fight did good. It's just that Bill got shitted out the money because Bill thought he was the smartest person in the room, and Oscar De La Hoya got Bill to agree to net profits instead of gross revenue. So the net profits was only 1.5 million for Bill and Devin. So yeah, Oscar shitted them out some money. Do I like that? No. But that's why you hire people to do money work. Like, that's why you hire the guys that get shit done. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hire the right people. Like, you can't be the trainer. You can't be the trainer, the manager, and the financial associate, and the lawyer. You can't.
But let me say this, Upper. Let me say this too. I think when you go around, and I don't know how true it is, I'm just gonna say allegedly. Even though I have spoken with somebody that say Bill owed him some money and he ran off on him. When you go around scheming and plotting and planning on people, it's hard for you to trust people. So for to be like, oh, I should have got somebody to read over this, you don't want to do the things you supposed to do because you doing fuck shit. The same reason they didn't want to weigh in the next day. You get what I'm saying? Like
you calling people thieves because you know you steal. You know what I'm saying? It's the same mentality. Not only that, Bill brought this on themselves. They could have went to BLK Prime, but they so against their own people and they want to act like they got money so bad. They went crying over there to Turkey.
They could have went PBC and made the tank fight. They could have made the tank fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Steven Espinosa gave them an offer for the tank fight. They said no, we want to go fight Regis Prograis. Like, you had the offer right there. But see, this is what I'm saying. But the Devin Haney fans, they're gonna call Turkey his excellency. They're gonna say how great he is for boxing until he puts Devin in that ring with Ryan Garcia and Devin gets stopped. And then, after that, Devin gonna have to find his own way back home. Because after that, Turkey done with him. All Turkey trying to do is line him up because, listen, Ryan versus Devin made $30 million the first fight. Turkey a la shitty has not had him fight do well yet. So if he puts on Ryan versus Devin part 2, that's a blockbuster fight, no matter what you got to say. That fight's blockbuster.
But it's not. You want me to tell you why it's not gonna be blockbuster up? Because it's being promoted and ran by Turkey. He don't know what the hell he doing. So he could have the best fight ever in the whole history of boxing, and he don't know what he doing. He's going to mess it up. It takes more than just having 2 names on a card. And people act like they don't understand that. Like, y'all swear Turkey doing such a great job. No, he not. He don't have nobody interested in these fights that he throwing. I don't care how many movie trailers he make. None of that shit attracted the casual fans. None of it.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, right? The Devin Ryan fight gonna sell itself. Plus Ryan and Oscar, they gonna promote the shit. Oscar's definitely gonna promote it because it's Oscar's money as well. So Oscar is gonna.
If Ryan looks amazing against Rolly, they're not going to want to fight him again.
They ain't got no choice. Turkey already set it in stone. That's what he wants. So if they don't do what Turkey say, then they're going to get ostracized out of boxing.
They getting that anyway, in my opinion. They too hard to work with. And like
Turkey is the last person.
Trainers.
Listen, Turkey's the last person that's working with them. Nobody else wants to work with them. Nobody. Eddie ain't gonna work with him. Bob Arum ain't gonna work with him. PBC's not working with him. Pro Box is not working with him. BLK Prime's not working with him. Only reason he got is Turkey out of shitty.
Let me clear up a narrative. Let me clear up a narrative that they trying to start up. Oh, they just mad because Devin was independent and he got undisputed, and they just mad because he did it on his own. Him and his daddy, and they just guys, stop it. Like,
when was he independent?
I don't know.
Well, you don't got no daddy.
When he got the belt, hold on, Ty. When he got the belt, he was with Top Rank. When he got the belts, so he wasn't independent. DHP Promotions is not putting on no fights, but they could have. They could have did that with the Sandor Martin fight, but he was mad because Eddie didn't want to bid. Nigga, bid on yourself. You got a damn promotion company.
That ain't nothing but a shell company.
Exactly. That's Bill making an LLC. That's all the fuck that shit is. The LLC with Bill's name on it. Well, no, I can't say that because they do got Amari Jones. They got a few fighters on there.
I think they have done cars though. I think they have.
That's what I just said. That's what I just thought about it. Yeah, Amari Jones and them had a fall. Yep. Yeah, Kilo, he might fake an injury. If Ryan Garcia puts Rolly down in the first 6 rounds like I think he is, Devin and Bill about to fake an injury.
That's what I just said. They ain't trying to fight him. They'll
Devin's
use
about to have a sweat.
drug testing or something.
Devin's about to get. He gonna wake up in cold sweats that night, and he gonna like, Dad, I can't do it. I can't do it. That trauma gonna sit in. He gonna think about being in that damn motherfucking ring and can't protect himself.
The biggest mistake that they making, and they making the same mistake they made the first time, is underestimating Ryan Garcia and trying to make it seem like Austrian is the only reason why he won. Like if it wasn't for that, it ain't no way he would have won. That's such a big mistake.
Devin talk about. I've never been that overmatched in my whole life.
Nah, they know that ain't the reason.
Watch me, you get in the ring the next time, then Devin. If you thought that was overmatched, you gonna get an in-shape Ryan, buddy.
Like I said, they know that ain't the damn reason because Ryan beat him 3 times in the amateurs. I don't care which loss came first. Clearly, Ryan got his man strength and Devin didn't.
They got Ryan back with Derek? How that happen?
Oh yeah.
So he went over there to Reynoso to get some tea or something? Like what? I don't understand the going back and forth.
Ryan left Eddie Reynoso because of Tio.
But Tio got
kicked out.
Yeah, he got kicked out after Ryan left.
Oh, what Tio do?
He was talking. He was dropping Ryan business in the online. He was talking too much. He was talking too much, and Eddie Reynoso said we don't do that here. Ryan was like, I can't be around this nigga, so he left. And then after that,
talking too much about what?
He dropped him for being messy.
Yeah, you gotta go look it up, too, Sid. He was talking everything. The nigga was talking about every fucking thing. He was talking about Ryan's case, like the case with like it was Tio. Tio talking about a lot of shit that don't matter.
Yeah, I don't listen to Tio.
And Tio was talking about how he was exclusive with them. Like he was talking about how he got a partnership deal with Eddie Reynoso. When it wasn't the case, they signed up to be coached by Eddie, but Tio's dad wanted to be a coach too. It was just a whole bunch of shit.
Whole bunch of messy Bill Haney shit going on.
Yep. Hey, track 327. That's what my people said this morning. They said Ryan back with Derek. He's trying to make another championship run.
Yeah. If Ryan do everything that Derek tell him, Ryan gonna be all right.
Derek James is a good coach. He was great for Ryan. Ryan had to go see that the grass wasn't green, and plus he had to offer Derek. I think motherfucker offered him like $5 million, if I'm not mistaken.
So explain to me how this work, right? Like when they promotional companies, because I think we talked about this on Tuesday on your channel Tuesday. So when the promotional companies and y'all all put y'all banners, like, because you remember Eddie Hearn was saying, you want to put your banner up and all of this, but you're not putting no money up. Do they have to necessarily do that? Because I know Tank has his banner behind some of his fights as well.
I mean, with Tank is the star of the show.
But I'm just saying, do they have to put their own money up in order for them to promote their promotional company during the fight? Because I mean,
not necessarily. I'm about to explain it, baby. Let me explain it. Not necessarily, but when you a star like Tank or like Spence or like Canelo, motherfuckers are gonna let you put it up just off GP because that's who you are. Devin Haney is not making no money. Devin Haney is not bringing in no money. So Devin Haney's not putting on the fight. So if you want to promote your brand,
it's a facade.
But we can't say it's a facade because they got Amari Jones and a few other people. You feel what I'm saying? So it is a working company. But if you want to promote your shit, you got to put the money up like other people pay. Like other sponsors have to pay, you got to pay. But see, that's why when you see Tank Davis fight, they'll say this fight is brought to you by PBC, TGB Promotions, and GTD Promotions. You feel me? Like Tank has it in his contract. Like, look, nigga, my shit's gonna be named because this is me. So it'd be by Tom Brown, GTB, and motherfucking PBC. You feel what I'm saying? But when you're not making money and you're trying to leech off somebody else's promotion, nah, they're not about to let you do that. Now you know how people get pretty privilege. That's called star power. Star power right there. Like Floyd, Mayweather Promotions was always up there. Because Floyd was Floyd.
It's a name you want to be associated with. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, DTP. Well, hold on. Well, whatever Devin Haney shit is.
DHP,
Yeah,
Devin Haney
DHP.
promotion.
Like Bill and Devin ain't got a good name in boxing right now. So a lot of people don't want their name up on shit. Like motherfuckers might think they might get a lawsuit fucking with this card.
Okay, so that's then basically why Eddie Hearn made those comments.
Well, they sat there and talked all that shit to Eddie Hearn and them. So Eddie Hearn's. I mean, you remember Devin Haney just made a big stink with Eddie Hearn about Conor being getting Devin Haney seat and all this bullshit right there. So they're not on great terms right now. So they got one fight with Eddie Hearns left anyway. So after this fight, they done. They're done after this fight. So it is what it is.
I guess Jake ain't want to work with him either.
Nah, Jake don't want to work with that nigga. Like Bill Haney did all that sucking up and ass kissing, and Jake Paul didn't want to work with him either.
Neither do Turkey. Really, I feel like he just throwing them a bone because they went all the way out there.
I just sat there and told y'all. I said nobody else wants to work with DHP, and I said Turkey a la Shitty is lining them up for Ryan. They lining them up so they can get Devin and Bill up out of boxing. Boxing doesn't want Devin and Bill here no more. The only people that want Bill and Devin here is the damn handful of fans that they got.
Mm-hmm.
But
so they don't see this. They don't see this or what?
Nah, see, they're fools and they're blinded. They're blinded by all this shit right here, and they're gonna be blindsided as soon as it happens. And I'm gonna be like, I told y'all. They run around calling this nigga His Excellency and everything, but they don't even see the play.
I think they do. Bill ain't
They can't admit it. They can't admit it. They did too much. They did too much glaze, and they gotta keep. It's like if Todd dating a guy, and she call and she tell me all this bad stuff he doing, and then I'm like, girl, you need to leave him. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave him, and then they get back together. She gotta act like everything cool. Cause she know.
Using me an example too.
I mean, I'm just saying because you on the line. But you gotta act like everything cool. Cause as soon as you say something, I'm about to be in your ass. Cause I'm your friend. I don't want you going through that type of thing. And so that's what it is. Like they can't admit that Devin being on that undercard is crazy. They can't admit that. They can't admit that Ryan fighting for a championship title after a year suspension, allegedly cheating.
That is so wild.
And Devin ain't fighting for shit. Him
that
and Jose
is so wild, bro. That's
like they can't admit that Devin in a bad position. He's in a must-win position when he ain't even done nothing wrong. When his career depends on this fight, when Ryan the one that cheated him, but he going on about his business, going to Stardom, fighting for a championship, getting paid $20 million. They're rewarding him for cheating you, Devin.
Because they know that, because everybody knows.
That's how it
looks. Hold on. They already know. Even though it's not said, everybody know that shit. They know Bill and them is full of shit. Everybody knows it. Like everybody knows it. Turkey knows it. Like Turkey looks at Devin and Bill with disgust. They wouldn't even allow Bill to come up there and talk during the damn presser because they know he's full of Bill. Yeah, they know he's full of Bill shit. But y'all go ahead and give y'all closing remarks. We done been up here too fucking long. I ain't know it was 6 o'clock.
I put the Tucson, I don't know if you want to grab it, but I put the lawsuit status in the private chat as well as the public chat for anybody who else wants to check it out.
Put it in the Discord too.
They have to go back for their next update, April.
Put it in the Discord too, Tom.
Okay, I gotta look it up on my. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, I'll do that. Go ahead. I don't. Okay, well, my 2 cents basically is that Bill and Devin, they know that right now the walls are closing in on them. They've done too much to too many people. They've burned too many bridges in order for them to kind of claw their way back. So, you're right. He is in a do or die position. The only thing is, even if he does where does he go from here? Because once Turkey is out of boxing, what alternatives will Bill and Devin have left? They're going to have to lean on DHP. So hopefully, they have a star brewing somewhere in the works where they can kind of lean on that. But outside of that, things gonna get real ugly for them real quick.
Okay. Shout out to Miss Ty. 2 cents. You want to give your last 2 cents? I guess she done left out. Well, man, shout out to everybody that came through and looked out, supported, been with us for 3.5 hours. Boy, we went a little long today. But peace and bless to everybody, right? And everybody, y'all make sure y'all come through. If you in the Discord, I'll see you there. But peace and bless to all y'all. And I'm out.
Thanks for letting me up, Upper.
No problem, Miss Ty.
Fuck you mean?
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. I'm moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point 6-2, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead, huh? G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga? Y'all know I blow that shit, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze, leaving nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK to anybody, kill hop out, keep it drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no.
I got all those shits, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze, leaving nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No sir, you don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead, huh? G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga? Y'all know I blow that shit, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.